Just opened my eye. Minakumi saw his soul leave his body to become a haunting spirit. I wonder what AI did. I did not do anything to make people scar at a young age. This is how the goddess hurriedly said, I am sorry that I accidentally summoned you. When you call someone else here, better understand this issue. Pancake Goddess will explain clearly. So it is amazing. Every time people of the opposite recall often pick up randomly and countless individuals from countless other worlds who loves thin and lacks salt has been removed from the list. But I do not know what those lame pants are. They still hit. It is easier to understand. Summoning in the heterosexual world, extremely dangerous. Rule, where AICAI is very different from Earth. This permission has been banned. That is the damn cunt. They are still risking deployment. She just said she is shaking and her teeth are clinging together. Break, terrorist, big stick. Enchanted also have to hide. For the first time I saw a beautiful goddess. I swear by the mothers of the world. When an error is detected, the goddess was quick to intervene, but still slow. One step. There is no place for you to return to Earth. Because the door to space is closed, you are here to apologize to the goddess of temporary relief. But young people do not make mistakes, and the goddess wants to make it up to you. Prepare for war. In a world full of ferocious monsters. In my previous life, I was only paid. I was late, so my body was a little dehydrated. Afraid of being twisted enough to withstand strong power. The goddess encourages us carefree and optimistic. Past is to remember, not to fear. By the way, the chicken is also a tiger. Within the next minute, don't wait for men to think about things. She told him to hurry and accept the new status. Kumi, read the status according to the goddess. So on. Identity from the name. Your things are fully visible from A to Z. Yeah, find every job you can find yourself. Goddess also sucks. I do not know what you are good at. For risky companies, fake reputation. You help, well, you must help God. The goddess is free. I have listed a lot of jobs. This world is you to choose. For example, fighting swordsman. Your shaman plagiarizes luck, and so on. And clouds. You can choose which one you like. A man from Earth. I have peace because of my father. Never had to taste the smoke of war. Now tell him to pick up his sword and kill. I love heavy work, so choose a production job. Get healthy and safe. The epithelial goddess blames the bland youth. You are determined to do so, grandmother. According to the will of the person involved. Take advantage of skills through action. Make sure you have a career. I want to target production. You use permission for production and recovery permission. Let you protect yourself with some other whisker. The goddess will put herself together for you. Turned out to be a magic stone. That includes all the reward. You deserve to be accepted. The goddess blows into your soul. Process of exchange is like a screaming hammer. After suffering, goddess still leaves your father. Because this is a familiar picture every time a new soldier comes in. 5. All the goddess wishes her grandfather safe journey. Then blow you up into another dimension. Kumi woke up and found himself lying on the grass. I swear it was a bad experience for most people. There's a bonus of garlic. You do not want to go back to the goddess again. Wobbling near Min Lake. Pretty shocking, because I am in a state that has been eroded by capital. Now he looks like a pretty boy. Why, it is so good that it is a little hard to accept. However, now is the time to look to the future. Frames are beggars of the past. Open the bag next to it. So, the goddess gave me some beef and some silver coin. I opened the system panel and found they banned it. You were told about the goddess of blessing. Out with others. Otherwise, it will be very troubled. There is also some basic magic. I have seen it in anime as Lord Weebu. Now they are tested themselves. What crime does not try to see the level of harm? First is a water ball that easily shreds grass, and then to the stone bridge that can collapse. It is so cool that this CA encountered a monster, even an ordinary person like you, terrified of being eaten by it. It is getting dark. Kumi plans to find a village, stay overnight, but half an hour is still enough. No ghost shows his face. I accidentally found a strange tree on the road. You open the inspection panel to test the goods on. Wood stick of high quality. Received 10 from the transmission wood monk. Can be used instead. Allow sticks. Pivot. Also useful. Just got a license to be an amateur black. Initial activation of modeling and infused magic very quickly. The ugly wooden stick had a pretty easy to grip lash. A wooden stick also has this powerful function. So the trees around, it certainly has its own distinct character. When activating the large area inspect in front of you, whole forest immediately appeared. 1,000 rare herbs. Take this opportunity. Kumi gathered a little to the room in case they need to be used. Human greed is always infinite. Young people miss hands too much now. You know how to take. Fortunately, Ra has an item box, so throw it all in. Do not forgive. It has been tidied up for an hour. Takumi plans to rest more. Just a few minutes to go. Suddenly, cry for help. Her remote, a little girl is running for her life from a rabbit. Kumi, a horned rabbit, saw for the first time that he liked to eat meat. Shocked a little, pressed to the end by it. Young man reflexively brandished weapon in response. The result is that the rabbit landed on the spot. Dog yawning fly. Make your grandpa stand in the rear of his end. The rookie won the evil rabbit. Goddess must have foreseen the situation. That is why I gave you the wood. It is rare for God to think for himself. Thank the goddess of things. I do not know what that little thing is. Who knows what bad luck luck father will encounter, or think too well of people, especially after the hero saved Lolly Brave, so officially appointed more reluctant bravery. I do not want the most, and asked the little girl where the AI came. My name is Molly, from the village of Bo. Instead of thank you, I want to invite young people to play in my village. The right person at the right time. Takumi is afraid of the night without hiding. What is crime now? Before going to Takumi. Reminded by Molly, we put the rabbit meat in the barbecue sauces out. Understand what she means. God put it in a bottomless peanut, except for living item box that can hold anything in the world. At the same time, in the Holy Sidonian Empire, there is 3 students groping in the tunnel. Because I have just been summoned here, I do not understand what the hammer. Suddenly there is a woman covered her face. The smell of darkness came. She explained that this is not the earth, and you are God. Flexible choice. Sent here to save the world. I am still in school age, asking money parent. Every day, naturally assigned to the great mission. Why are they getting heavier? The mysterious woman. You seem to understand your BA's mood. Promise I will explain more soon. In her name, she refers to herself as the 7th princess, or the empire of Saint Sidonia Elizabeth. Everything is fine, until a sharp extreme air blowing through the girl belonging to the guild. 3 were summoned with the blessing of the goddess. Detection ability of small, quick tipping. Tell yourself this woman is dangerous. Can't be trusted. Molly just took a lifesaver back village. Her family and neighbors were so grateful for saving my daughter from danger. I heard about you going around collecting 10 herbs. Molly's mother, Martha, praised her. Talented young are so excited to blush. Remember the important thing. Hurry up and ask everyone to let me in. I need help tonight. People, of course, have no opinion. It is full of natives around here, so there is no room or boarding house. Who let you lie outside in the wind? They offered to build you a new house. Who knows, these guys play big. I started digging my nails. So Takuma, they are also to contribute. I watched you use magic till the ground. It surprised everyone to the point of admiration. Virtual reality. These 10 years old, they have not seen AI using ghost superpower to build a house. After a moment of wonder, everyone continues to finish the job together. Unfinished until late at night. Very united. I feel like my new life beginning. Takumi think pretty good. Not as bad as you think. Thanks to the skills of woodworking and carpentry, you have managed to make some really good internal 7s. The cow is free. I open the system panel. Thanks for the rabbit translation. You have had 2 careers. Now I want to change to another job. I do not know if it worked. A moment later, you see the switch. Oh, it turns out it is real. That is the young master. Not by enlisting. Select profession metal magician. I have been addicted to anime ever since. Now you have iron ore, silver ore, copper ore, mined with bobon. Do not hesitate any longer without working immediately and always. There is also a very rare magic iron ore. Takumi, remember, this is mana permeated ore. You are going to turn them into horde time. Ahaha, I think I have got it. Usually, the magician consists of 5 separation techniques. Research crumbling, then synthesize and recycle the structure. When Takumi extracts iron ore like this, then use the soil. The stone will turn into a stone. It is beautiful. Every crime costs mana. You are too tired. Do what you want. Later, Molly came to visit. I saw you lying on the ground, scared. Fortunate, you just visited thousands of CAs, so I am too tired to rest. After that, the young man was scolded by the ghost. Chose slack because of the distortion of self-love. The young man's body is exhausted. Uncle Banga interested in giving Trin medicine bottle. Wrong resurrect. Takumi is like a fish that meets a suckling water that runs out. And then we go back to a cow. Kim does not stop. And yet, time Martha came to play. Still have to restrain the passion to increase CA2. Now you are not cursing your fate. Diligent compensate. Thanks to the hard work, copper ingot, silver, gold. Now, Takumi was overqualified for making tools and other extremely proficient self-study alone. Daytime Takumi took the initiative to visit Bon. Learn how to make sword. Never you stop learning from experience. Out. Takumi also wants to make more rare medicine. I asked Uncle Banga to buy some herbs as raw materials. A few days later, it arrived. The young man is excited to embark on the barbecue. I did not go to bed until midnight. Soon the multicolored potions came out. Takumi finds himself also multi-talented so that we can distinguish between herbs. In the morning, you test yourself. The result of eating wild leaves, I almost went to see the goddess for the 2nd time and was afraid of the weasel's soul. You are lucky enough to use recovery in time. I just escaped from Takumi's death. They were targeted by a wild boar. I thought it was as easy to eat as a rabbit. Who thought it was harder? Kick to the catapult. Pig you crashed into, broke in half. Even the fire-making skills, creating water. Goddess ban. If I give you a shot, it is not enough to hurt him. I thought this guy was gonna go home. Burst in the full moon. Every month, a strange spider comes, blindfold the pig for you. Suffering that little spider at compare giant Kia. What is different from stainless steel mosquito? You have to risk everything at the end. Activate fake skill. Normal wizard. You bolt on him. The results of a meal immediately so new virtual go. Get close to the spider. Your scar has healing power, so help it save its life. And that is a thank you after you're safe. Thanks for paying. So get ready to go home. Natural. The spider has just become a pet because you use taming magic on it. Takumi shocked gaping mouth. Have you ever had a spider as a pet? It is better. Save a life. Save a life. It has built 7 towers in spider, and it is also a living thing. Now called a spider. The young spider gave it the name Fong because the flower on him is very similar to the maple. It is getting dark. Takumi brings both pig and the spider to the village. Everyone can't hide their surprise and admiration. The boy is really good. Rumor has it a wild boar meat is on fire. So that night, it is a big party. It is a lot of fun, with roast pork as the main course. While eating and drinking, Uncle Bongo reveals things like hooves and so on, and the pig pig's cloud. Kumi can bring it to the capital for sale. They will definitely earn a lot. It is clear to everyone that thanks to Kumi, the atmosphere in the village is fun. However, couple eyes filled with ambition and spirit. Kia Bonga affirmed, this little village was never enough to hold my. You have a blonde in the room at the same time, looking out with a confided face towards heaven. Another goddess, wonder at SAO. Goddess again bestows Kumi so many special ways. Goddess said there was nothing deep. The way she looked at him, I was really fascinated. I love waking up in the morning. Kumi found his body more tightly bound than the only culprit is the Kaede spider. The pet you just brought home. Ask why. He told me the spider is gone. He told me that he would visit thousands of people at night, then leave it out. Thinking back, I am also quite careless. Kumi promised, I will clean up the sham later. Play with Kaede. One day, in exchange, he had to rescue you from the pile. This mess was. Spider sounds so happy. Immediately jump on the young man. The legs express pleasure. No matter the young man yelling, please forgive me. It is like being deaf. Until the ghost comes in. Caught a spider on the bottle under my neck. Shock mouth petition spot. Later, ghost is excited to show off to everyone. The first shirt woven from spider silk was so silky. Wave. Spider silk in particular is a luxury to the village because the nobles are all buying clean distortion for black. A little spicy. Now we have our own spinning machine. Of course, they are extremely happy. The housewives love perfect. So I want to ask Kaede to release some elastic silk. Kumi is afraid this guy will make her to get results. The next minute, it spits out a bunch. You are so busy supporting housewives. Kaede cares about men, even if you say wind, about how much he promised play with me. Spiders do not care. Let us go back to each other. Now, Kumi will understand the feeling of being stuck butter in his mouth. The spider's been through the last few days. I'm out of the game. Trying to get some work done. To another hour. I want to go to the city to learn more about the job. Fake metal wizard, but are pondering. I do not know how to open up with everyone in the village. There are loved ones everywhere. Kumi is sad to be away. This is where you turn to Uncle Bobon's house. He gave you a pair of pointed shoes that the Bobon is going to be reinforced a little bit more at the nose and base to help in throwing more kick. Feel a little wrong because punching is not what a magician is. So let us get it in. Don't you lie. Let's go to the forest and fight. Killer Spider is back as a pet. Bonbon is right. He even talked to the boy out of his mouth. Laugh except finished. At the same time you fly. It is almost like walking in my son's stomach. Uncle advised Takumi himself. You are going to grow on the producer's path. Let us go to the big city because that place is better for you. 2 weeks later, traders from Botan arrive. Your uncle will be a diplomat. Ask him to take you with him. On the way back, Kumi meets Miss Martha. I am trying to remove the organs my husband just hunted. Known in this many parasite, it is an eating worm that brings disease into the body, so good people never make it into food. Hi, I have a pretty good song. You bend down, activate purge on the rabbit meat pile, and so the poison was blown away. She was quite surprised when it came to holy magic. He is also proficient. This magic is good though. I advise you not to use it in front of many people because it seems that very few users are allowed the light. It is rare. That is enough to make them a living. Sometimes if you know you are a bad person, of course we will not miss the opportunity to take advantage. They quickly acquire knowledge. At the same time, thank you Mata. Reminds me of useful things to repay everyone. All this time has helped me find a place to live. Kumi spends the rest of his time renovating the village. Just a few days later, the village was transformed. New clothes arrived. Whole business has to be stopped. Thanks for the development in this place. The Zodiac has come. Kumi Autumn 10. The assassin went to the merchant's house. There is Bonga and Bon standing talk. Both parties shake hands to confirm the relation. My friend in bed died. Coming companion. His name is Bannock, businessman from Boston. Before leaving, Takumi gives the manga a potion to heal himself. At the same time, tell me, there is 100 bottles in my house. If anyone needs help, ask me to share it for you. Bannock trader. I can't help but enjoy the delicious. Please allow to take a look. But at that time, the villagers came in like ants. He was afraid to get in the car first. Leave a private space for the separation. Every party comes to an end. All you can do is wish Takumi peace. Start a successful business. Your house is always the same, so you can come back anytime. They also gave you a coat. The mother's own hand. Tears are pouring down. Fun is over. The whole village watched the carriage till the shadow is gone. In the car with Kumi, there are 3. You adventurer of the lion's fang. A blonde man is macho, quite melancholy, emotional, to witness the separation of the dolls. And he is crying more than the main character Takumi. Haircut camsec, quite exuberant. And the bald man is a bit of a miser. 3 of them were Bannock, hired to protect from on every business. I have not seen you all day. The bored young people. Men find that fun. You are not stupid enough. Hope to see them. The hell wants to be me. Take advantage of the calm way. Mr. B.A. Your armpit wants to buy a large quantity of your restorative medicine. This is only from Ra's grower. What is wrong with Swordfish? 2 sides have not yet negotiated clearly. Suddenly the goblins here. The adventurers got to work. That is what killed the whole goblin family down the Golden Stream in the admiration of Bannock and Takumi. And then the trip was peaceful and unexpected. 3 days later, Kumi sets foot on the Botan for the first time. City far from the most splendid flower cap. So everywhere you look, it is new. Afternoon, you follow the 3 lion fangs to the masquerade. Adventurer. 3 grandsons Kia to receive prize money from the security guard. And you came to register your membership card. My grandfather wanted to register as a fake magician. Black instead of you. you reception. Notice, that club has been around for a long time. Then he showed you how. Please sign up as an adventurer. Proof of proof. Before and after. Do whatever you like. That kind of disguise. However, every month, you have to join a mission to maintain the running time of the card. About keyed. Just register it so it is done. First time I saw the killer. Panicked the reception. Almost the whole station. Then we went to Mr. Bennett. Talk about the homemade drug. 10 Dane silver. Each fitness tank and D Dane sod. For every magic pot, there is 100 bottles of water somewhere. It is nearly 7 potatoes. The money shocked the young man. Too much money is scary. Takumi began to suspect. Maybe the merchant's father is going to play a trick. What is wrong with me? As we met for the first time, but he is really overzealous. Every crime. Look at the appearance, and during the last contact, Takumi saw that he did not look like a bad person. You are doubting things. Bannock asked if you had a place to stay. I saw the young man shake his. He is enthusiastic. Actively call for assist. Take you on a tour. Quality places that are reasonably priced. He stood in front of the terrorist's cell. Bit expensive. Fear of being expensive. The AI suspect his assistant reveals every month. He needs pay 1 gold plus 50 silver. Not to mention the little house next door. It is very suitable for you to be a metallurgical workshop. However, it is cheap. Don't tell me there is suffering spirits in here. Until the broker is fully assured. Kumi just ordered a new house. Kaed. I knew I was going to be in the house. Face keeps fluttering. All the way down the road, Kumi kept smelling the sour smell around the city. The manager explained it was the smell of sewer. The mansion of the noble often use cleaning tools to handle waste from their home. The sewer of the city can't use these tools because they are expensive. They also hire priests periodically to purify, but it is not quite a cleanup process. For the frequency, too much waste from people. The next day, my 2 owners started moving in, not practicing for a few days. Young man, quite itchy feet, itchy hands. So the first thing. So, when you enter, you need to make the right thing. First you need to sketch, and then mix quartz into the clay. Buy from BA armpit business permission. Forming until finished, add heat, just the temp by 0 time. To shorten the time, the operation took an entire afternoon. Consuming energy, Takumi had to drink a lot of water to recover his strength. In return, it is worth this toilet. Even if it is reincarnated, the shape is at 4 dots. Still the best. Suddenly there was a scream upstairs. The young man rushed up to watch. I only saw Kaede when life changed. Bannock has never been a coon since. Trying to scold spiders for a fight. Prize. He was interested in the smoothness of spider silk. It is not just everyone in the village, but to the whole merchant family must also succumb to the spider's silk. Please use my VFC to help the killer. I heard him shout for 7 seconds. I have never been in a toilet like this. Takumi hurriedly explained that this was a set in his house. In addition, you also attach magic tools. Finish cutting. It immediately starts self-cleaning the dirt. I am a person of deep understanding. Guessed right out. You have a talent for light magic. Then they remembered the ghost's word. Don't tell me you are late. Dad, Theo. Loud Takumi begged him to keep this secret. Frog promised to be on the genius side, but he wants you to give me 100 more holes. More shoes like this. You are alone now. Of course, I did not have time to wring my feet on my neck. Bam! Suggest try incorporating a slave contract, because only slaves keep their mouths shut. That you can use light system magic. The church will take away all those who are gifted in light systems and exploit them for large sums of money. If they discover the purification in the equipment, for the common people, it is a long way to go. But I am from the free world. Equality comes. It is very difficult to accept slavery just in time for a letter from the Adventurers Guild. So, you need to complete the month's task before it is due. If you do not want to sign, you have to sign. Hit the hell, I just ran a KPI, and I can't do it alone. Just love. The Mulan Society is famous for extremely high quality slaves. Bannock conveniently led you to see. While he is at the register, you alone, walking around, Takumi accidentally passes by a sliding garden, clashing blonde tribal elf. It is so beautiful to be fascinated by. The young man was thrown straight by her for looking at girls too openly. To the inside, Takumi and Bannock, welcomed by the head of the trade, Mulan Ra. The main wants to find a slave, still wondering, because there is no such thing as a regime where you are born. Understand the main concern. Mulan began to explain in detail. Normally it is, slave and master will become a relationship, my master, and bound by contract. But at least in this country, the rights of slaves are always Let us be more specific about the slave covenant. Employers committed to respecting the fundamental rights, including food, clothing, accommodation. They are not allowed to endanger each other's lives. Forcing to act outside of covenant is forbidden. Slaves are not allowed to reveal information. Owner for outsiders. Read through a few points. I gradually feel secure, cause it is not like my vision of slavery. Next comes the types of covenants. People who became slaves because of debt. Tell me why it will be established until the debt runs out. Criminals can be accepted. Covenant as a way to rebuild life and make a living. Prisoners of war. Make covenant. Have a place hide out. There are also people who are captured and forced by bandits and bandit making an illegal slavery covenant, and so on. And Cloud. They are just the most prominent types of slaves. According to Bannock Takumi, let us order a war slave. What cannot be free is the best. If you want to bake the holy system, magic magician. Takumi, for his part, is a producer. You want to focus on crafting as much as you can. Fortunately, the adventurers even made him go on a mission, so you are having overloading orders. If Takumi wants to find someone who can cover, she also has very good avoidance skill. Can be used outside the building. You have a lot of secret. Keep secret. You will get into trouble sometime. In the collection of 10 material, you have to go to some dangerous places. So in addition to being a capable bodyguard, always companion community, fight with you, 10 points not available. But according to the criteria customers want, Mulan temporarily concluded included. You need to buy 2 to be satisfied. Your own wishes in the fullest way. First problem, the home market is simpler. Eat candy. Mulan Cho calls Maria Ra to greet customers. As a child, Maria was napped by pirate no relative. During her time here, she was taught to read and write, calculation and general house cleaning. In general, the rice is filled with water. Tidy house clean from flow. He does it free. Let us talk about the number of Kumi houses. First floor includes living room, dining room, kitchen. The second floor contains 4 bedrooms and a bathroom. Skimming. Maria confirmed, that is how much I weigh to make my grandkids. Worry less. Do not worry about overwork. It is lucky she chose me. That is pretty. That is what a lot of people aim. Naturally praised baby Maria. A steaming buns full of red faces, then tomatoes. Kumi knows he is being a little rude. Sorry. Complimentary praise. SAO retracted. Slave fathers also have their own value. House stuff. Promised it will be done well. Tell him before he refuses. First, Takumi innocently wondered, what is that cigarette? The result later no little alludes to the bet. Kumi panicked. What? In your current form, you are not even 18. Baby, leave early and go to jail. Then listen to the assurance on the ABC cis issue. Maria is more secure. Volunteer. According to the owner about the home house probably. However, Mulan expressed regret. Because there are no slaves of war here, Maria immediately objected because Sophia is a slave. The longest war here. Mulan seems to want to hide, but intuitively told Takumi to go see this person. If we go together, we can't. White hands out. Takumi wants to meet the mysterious Sophia. Long afternoon guest. Mulan led him into the second floor room, and coincidentally, that person is the blonde. I love you in the guard. So far, it has been round 55. Sophia was captured in the war between Kiaria and Uyghur. Uyghur is the kingdom of El. For reasons that are hard to say, Sophia is still alive. Can't make contract AI. The left hand has a major injury. The right arm and left leg have impaired mobility. Does not affect everyday life. More than magic, spirit, characteristic properties of elves, it is also sealed. Maybe it is a curse. It makes Sophia vulnerable to combat. A slave loses the ability to fight. It is nothing more than a scrap worth throwing away. Understand everything? Takumi get permission. Mulan, give me a chance to talk to Sophia. As soon as there are only 2, put his hand on her cheek. Then use the test. Indicator result here. Takumi shock. That is a lot of weight, sister. If you can solve, seal. This great warrior will carve himself. This is a great guy who misses stupid. Takumi immediately placed an order for Sophia and promised I will find a way to unseal. Small people are a little unbelievable. 5. No one can guarantee a cure for LZ, but face looks so charismatic. Mulan also agreed. They had to listen to the slave, but a 5-year-old junkyard like myself. Sophia did not have a choice. Even if you eat, you lose nothing. Sophia volunteered to bet this time. The contract just been written. Mulan quickly established the bond between slave and master by magic. Heirloom, art. The money handed over the porridge and watched as Kumi carried off. Mulan felt very happy because these 2 lovely kids found a wonderful owner. Kumi has just opened its door. Kaede jumped up to welcome the boss home. Maria saw the killer for the first time. Sophia had seen a lot on the battlefield. I also know it is dangerous. Kumi had to explain that this was his pet before Sophia kicked it out of the chicken coop. After introducing new members to Kaede, Takumi took them to the new room. I know I have my own room. Maria shocked, falling on the spot by the servant. It is in a luxury room this size. Even small dreams never dare to think. Takumi, the house has too many rooms. Vent waste. You 2 are like fly. There is a bathroom over there. Depending on how you like to use it, immerse yourself in the warm water. Maria, extremely pleasant. First she thought she was. Mulan won't let go of Sophia. This time she chose Kumi to send my most precious baby. So Maria, the owner, must be a wonderful person. As Sophia observes in the contract, both Takumi's hometown and background are empty. You hide so much, then the circumstances must be really special, where there is some inconvenience. Don't worry, you 2 should be careful. Take a shower in the kitchen. The rice is on the table. Maria continued the crazy shock on the spot. Because of the chefing skills. Top. Drama ceiling. Guess I just came here as a decoration. That is your first meal. Usually busy with the. I have to rely on Maria. I do not have time for these cases. Different from other families, my boss separated the tray on the tray below here. I recommend eating at the same time. Fun. In particular, he wanted the boys to call him by his first name. Stop using honor. Hear the distance. That is disrespect. But if the main orders, the 2 of you will obey. Afternoon, where Mr. Vanex returned. I went to the church. Pray. Give thank goddess blessings all the time. At the same time, main herd Holy Empire of Sidonia. It is controlling religion in this country. Why did the goddess Sidonia wolf? The goddess did not sit still. Immediately appear to bleach yourself and neck. I also want to meet someone I have not seen in a long time. Orthodox goddess of light and Silonia. It has absolutely nothing to do with. There are 2 main religions in this world. The Church of Creation and the Church of Love. The Church has always worshipped the goddess. The Church likes Kwang founded later, according to belief. God does not exist since its establishment. Holy Empire. Sidonia often uses coercive measures to spread the influence. Kwang Church. The goddess said she can't interfering in the small things of people. Sidonia result was able to activate the million gender regression and lead to accident involving. You think it is still spite. The goddess paid for it with blessing. Kumi is also happy not to have a stomach anymore. Talk about bless. The goddess said, careful. Nothing in this world is forever. So is the blessing. Time of blessing is coming. Your luck is also more limited than before. The smooth sailing is getting less and less. And lie. People who want to harm you will show up. The goddess warned you. Worry about arranging it. Takumi. Thank the goddess protecting me. Don't worry about the problem later. You can definitely solve the Holy Empire at the same time. time. Sidonia is hard at work training BA bravery. They summon them. First they were against it, but after understanding everything, gradually become more obedient. Every day, train our swords to protect the world. It is different from two guys who are based on being led like a flag. Akina is still very wary of Elizabeth, because my gut tells me she is dangerous. Turn from the church. Clumsy Takumi tripped right in front of the door. Sophia plans to run out to pick things up. I found you blurry, hiding things that contain magic power into the Yang treasure. As fast as cutting, not out of doubt. Sophia goes to the smelting furnace for exploration. Takumi delivered cut off hand, and then he healed himself like a pervert. And then she muttered Maria's name. Afraid you have evil intent. Sophia is hot as ice, pushing the door. A young man is forbidden to touch Maria due to the body's weakness when agitated is faint. Sophia said a few sentences and immediately fell in love. Take Sophia to her room. It's good today. Takumi able to break seal for Sophia. So take advantage of the magic now. The magic ring is activated in an instant. Sophia's injured left ear growing back made Maria happy and tears. Sophia wakes up in the afternoon. Maria is happy. Congratulations on getting rid of the curse. Sophia is planning to denounce the men's illness. Maria told me how he had just saved her. I can't believe Maria showed me the mirror. Eyes on the ear. Sophia is both happy and confused. Go outside and ask Kumi. Come out of hide. Kumi explained that light magic. I still lack one more level. That blood vessel is extremely low. You extracted it from Mr. Bannock's Nanung graph. In order to level up, you use it repeatedly to cause injury. Then use retirement treatment to give more experience. The fact that you mentioned Maria's name during the self-deprecation, because she is so gullible that Nanung graph should have thrown away. Via inquiry at SAO. You would rather risk your life. It is simple to save yourself, as you promised you would get me out of the curse. Tears of happiness flowed down like rain. Sophia definitely knelt down to thank the men. Life is bigger than the ocean. Sophia swore that from now on, he will be loyal to Master Takumi. Takumi is glad that Sophia understood his good intention. Put your hand up. You look forward to the next time. Let us support each other more. Being together for a long time gets to know you. Now, two baby wife Takumi. I can assist in the product toilets in series. After a hard week, quantity is temporarily okay. No longer full of bannock. The opportunity to relax. You day. Takumi. Want to switch to the adventurous side mission. Not completed last month. Convenient trip to Gaodu. Some American people are pretty good. Working alone is a bit difficult. Takumi wants to take Sophia Theo with him. Jesus wants to pass Maria too. Every sin home, without an empty guard. If you steal it, it is the right belt. I heard the owner was going to leave me, Mary's house, crying. Alone in my own house. She would rather stay with Mulam. Takumi loves young people. He was crying, not to mention looking at glittering face. Who can resist? In the end, the hero can't go through the beauty and you have to nod in agreement for it stop. Maria is like a used pancake girl, but when you try to read her stats, oh, what? And here and there is a knack for swordplay. Learned in the slave trade. To me, this bet is a big win. Excessive ability, limited practical experience. This trip highly likely to be in danger. Sophia volunteered as a coach. Help baby Maria. Improve your fighting skills. Remember, everyone is still missing a... I suggest you say what you like so you can get into it. It is convenient to have a fake job. Sophia does not mind asking for a long sword, a lance about 2.5 meters long, bow school, and 2 or 3 knives. Listen, I know it is a professional warrior. Kumi is very proud of her beautiful sister. Maria is simpler than she is. You just need a sword or something. In my own experience, Sophia felt that was not enough to be able to fight monsters. I suggest you use land. We'll be more reasonable. Sophia will take care of the children's education using SAO for the most standard. Just like that. Everyone's weapons were locked all night. Kumi is ready to complete his weapon as soon as possible. The material is magic steel. The next day, 2 official beauties with proper weapons. In the practice, Kumi works at full capacity. It takes a lot of magic. You have to drink energy drink constantly. Fortunately, I have been promoted a lot lately, so that is not enough to into trouble. Sophia's wounds have wings, and Maria, he added fire motifs. Now just intensify the attack. The ability to automatically repair is perfect. 10 points without but. As for Maria's sword, fighting mate, it must be compact and easy to hold. Sky. Just think of the part where she takes her lap full of charm. Father of adultery is drunk blood. Maria's body is practicing outside. It is hot and sweaty and it feels cold down the groin. New virtual next coming. The most important part of the armor is the measurement. Let us get rid of them and show them all. For 2 self-sufficient batches, men do not rest assured that the luck not long. He is a fake professional magician. Grandpa men, I think it was for this case. Open-lid magic box. You pulled out 2 dolls of Maria and Sophia. Now there is something to rely on. Make sure it does not fit as SAO copy and no chart. I know the quality of both of them, but now take the measurements yourself. So have to say, I know that the souls of these 2 girls are big. The sky is too. About the material that needs Peter's silkworm Kade. About design. It is a really important feature. Girls love beauty. Form is equally important. From Zhu's rich imagination. Takumi quickly finished 2 sets of extremely good armor. It does not just fit in, even to the color scheme is also harmonious. They are more passionate than cigarettes. Praise a man for what he has done. Part of the world. Maria wondered, why do you know the 3 rings of the Sisto? Kaede honestly planned to flush out the case. Have the doll. The young man closed his mouth in time. It is not 2 wives pinning his aunt. Very well equipped weapon. Kumi saw that the 2 girls were satisfied and laughed. It is true. The wives are happy that you are happy too. In addition, he made 3 more group rings. Give it to 2 kids. 1 for each. It is powered by magic. It is useful for launching magic. It is been a few days making all this stuff. Sophia's worried afraid you might lose a lot of magic. However, the party insists that it is okay as you let us practice more productive skills. Don't worry, kid. Fully equipped in it. All three pulled together to the adventurer. Sign up for a membership card for ducks. Also register the team. The receptionist chooses the main reminder about the cake. I did not do the job last. Young people are a little afraid to tell him, don't worry, you'll pay the full amount of interest and principal today. The mission for 2 months. All three are waiting for the team confirmation. Suddenly, there are dirty bad guys in the distance. Belly goes to naughty prank 2, the beauty next to main. Inwardly afraid to pretend, but Maria and Sophia, they are both my 2 important girls. Kumi can't let 2 kids get raped alone. You stand up to the brave crowd. Who is afraid of your father? They see you brave. He began to launch attacks on the spot. Kumi can't on full body. That guy's got his left arm. To hear the noise of the adventurer's guild boss, Barack looked out. First saw my stomach hurt. He thought proud. Takumi caused trouble and was reprimanded. I am glad you saw the whole story. Stand out new correction to help the whole group solve the injustice. The injured person is real. Takumi, you need to give the president a proper answer. Truth is, you are just standing still. No one does anything. Where have you touched? You are also on it. I have a bonus of adding diamonds to the coal when we turn it into protective rock armor. Tell them why they broke their arm. Bet Takumi is a good person. The guild boss is no longer looking 2 to 2 beautiful girls in a low-level party. Certainly not out of sight. I have been raped by whores as 4. You reception, make an except for everyone to advance to D level first. But Takumi is straight. They like equality, so they do not want to cheat. Instead of a promotion, you want to complete your mission to level up real power. 2 men's wives agree with their husbands on both. Promise. I will try to support you as much as possible for the team. Molt quickly. First day I was given the task of removing the link. Kobold, collect 10 Earth. Thanks to a report from Spider CA. Lead Scout. All 3 identified. There are currently 4 monsters in the graph with years of combat experience. Sophia volunteered to destroy the first 2 children. The other 2 are Min and Maria. Each child is divided evenly so that no one has to be jealous. Even if I meet you, I will always tell you. I think it is a bit phantom because CA's been clashing. The number of monsters seems to be higher than the estimate from the guild. Sophia says there may be a mid-sized farm nearby. Goblins are usually led by generals. It is a C-class monster. Punish 1. Farm has it. Command need at least 4 years. Level D group is even more. Now we are seriously short of manpower. Sophia suggests using her spirit. Kumi attribute permission. He also received a land grant from Maria. The large-scale preemptive strike reduces the number of advanced. Sophia 10. 3 people is enough. Blow the color off that farm. Kumi hate fight. I can see it as a mess. Does little Sophia look excited? And little Maria set 2 kids flying. You are not afraid of anything. Are you afraid of death? Next to Takumi kids suddenly appeared strange feeling. It is as if we are about to fall into evolution. Bad prognosis hit. Takumi must open the outro spacebox. Get in there and rest. To the lair of the goblin. The number must be hundreds, but the whole low level be solved. Simply, Sophia set up the perfect plan. The same 2 people shot the magic of the wind. Burned down their lair. Goblins. They are brave enough to attack enemy. Sophia's on these guys. Whoever jumps in is dead. Takumi fights worse than Kim's fake job. They are good enough to make them love. Tired all day and all night. Bunch of magic stones. About 3 people. Sitting, breathing rosy. I am tired of fighting. The receptionist was shocked. It is crazy when a low-level team shows up. This size. I had to call the back door and let the president talk. Place to add the link. Normally, you have to be level C to get it. Important issues need to be repeated 3 times until the main nod 3 times. He believes these guys are good. All 3 of my life. Down to the Golden Spring. Half a day. Right now. Kaeda. Reborn. Come out and greet everyone. Unexpected. Normal spider shape. Looks disgusting. After that, puberty also has skin. I have beautiful meat. Maria loves girls who have to hug because she is so cute. Cheese stick. Continue to consider the result. The whole team collected evidence. Full physical evidence. The association will give you a bonus, right, for the number of magic stones. Also, Kumi was promoted to E level. Sophia and Marine up prep. Maria came to ask men today. Is there any extra fabric for me, please? Normally, people use kaid silk to sew what Maria needs. That cloth too luxurious. Enamel fabric yet, but I wonder if it is lucky. You need to design it. I heard that her face is red. Sophia and I are missing some sexy underwear. As opposed to the girl, I keep waking up and asking her if she wants to look like Ra. S.L. Maria quickly drew the muse's style. Or Kumi. I think it is so bad, devil. Show her with a pen immediately. Let us see what design is. After painting. Show Maria how her face has changed. I thought did not like. Who expected her foul so much? Immediately ask men to sew some clothes tonight. Outside, Kaede announced Bannock visiting, but was scared by his spider head. All the foam on the edges. Waiting for him to recover from his first shot. So I asked him what was going on. The Bannocks informed him the Lord wanted to meet. Because of toilet pedestal. Normal. The Bannocks promised to protect you from the Imperialists. It is all backed by the Lord. He said he was the boss of his faction, so it is convenient to go to the theater. Collaborate on later mission to the place. The Lord bowed his head. Thank fake magician. Creating the item. VFC is so great. It smells fresh and clean. Thanks to that last time, the epidemic no longer on the rise. Plus the link penalty. His soldiers had been in battle several times before, but still lost white. Hand returned. Today, thanks to God's grace, help people enjoy a peaceful life. You are very grateful. The harm in this is that the yeast is so prominent. So the Imperialists started 5. Told you to be careful. If you need anything, tell me you will support. Both physically and mentally. More allies. Min is also happy that you need to sew your underwear. underwear, or your wife will wait a long time. Kid understands what the owner means by providing a pile of high-grade silk. I locked myself in the studio for 3 days and 3 nights. It makes you run out of magic. Finished product is very sophisticated. What two wives enjoy the shirt they sew. I am glad that all the hard work is worth. Young people miss the moon. Ask 2 girls to try it on to see if it does not work. They are both red in the face. Requested by the owner. 2 children will be served. The young man knows he was wrong. After that, there is still a lack of cloth for the 2 of you. People who get hot right away have to run into the dressing room. Every crime is self-inflicted. I regret calling myself stupid. I missed the opportunity to see the beautiful spring. Today, Maine, build mine refrigerator, make BA wife metis cot. Because when it is opened, it gives off a nice, cool air. Maria is the happiest. Because this is small. No need to go to the market every day. And still have fresh cooked food. Port wife Maine also fun. God has to tell them, just open. Did not. It is broken. It is a lot of work. God told his children to choose one. I will take it to the Bannock. Finish this. Takumi wants to start upgrading equipment. The day of the fight with the goblin, my grandfather suddenly realized, go on an adventure without careful preparation. There is only one non-return. The armor is now made of magic steel. You want Midrin and Oda Mantis instead. For more certainty, 2 girls are smelling, so there is no intention of stopping them. If you find yourself working too hard alone, 2 wives, ready to support and protect at all times. You visited thousands. The next morning we went to the conference. Ask for information about blacksmith. Mr. Receptionist, please inform your next. Sadly, in the city, when this stone can't dig the blacksmith of the highest quality. What if it is really necessary? Let us go to the South Star Kingdom thanks to the dwarf. Fortunately, there is a chance. Mr. Han enthusiastically recommended me to give you a list. Blacksmiths on the outside first. Suddenly Han remembers that Ramen, a brilliant master BA, even though it's a lot of magic, but want fast. You can get ore first and make your own. Will be faster than going in. Just in time for a town in the northern kingdom of Gila. There is a dungeon full of Midrin and adamantine ore. Fuck in this world. People give free stuff to strange conditions to be in there exploited. That you must be a member of the blacksmith guild. There have been monsters around recently. You should go to the back door. In this way, just got a bonus from the club. Just been free to mine ore while performing the task. It is so beautiful that an arrow hit hard. Suddenly the boss gets out from behind. It is amazing. He is indifferent. I have good news for you. Currently the hidden boot is missing the sinking wood. In this season, most adventurers rush to hunt black bullet. That the people who collect 10 lumber are significantly reduced. There are 2 wild animals living in the forest. Death is on its way to Hora. Tella, understand 10 young men realize, my dad wants me to go hunting for these legends. He actually knows you own the bag. Bottom. It will definitely hold a large number, and shipping is a small thing. Like a rabbit. This CA has to be called the new standard 3. Sao Takumi sewing lamp, or use fried wood. He also called from the bald man. I thought I was coming home. Who thought he was asked by the elephant? Keep asking for an escort. Another blacksmith is going to harass new virtual. Come on, these things should be. The snail cannot carry itself. The snail also requires a stake for moth. How do you weigh? Takumi suggested that he ask BA from the lion's fang. My full experience better. Be honest with those 3 guys. He took on another task and suffered. There is currently a lack of people that he sees each of you as the most potential. Promise after completing the mission, you will be promoted D-level in harem. Your house is also served. This society is too oppressed. The task posterity accidentally refused. You have follow Lao. You agreed to the mission. I thought it was not hard. Thought from old man. Capitalists like to exploit the labor of others. About the time of arrival, Mr. Ancho or normal carriage, about 7 days. If you are escorted by a demon chariot, it will only take 4 days to arrive. Takumi also heard demon horse is a kind of monster. You can run twice as fast as a normal Takumi. Of course, we will choose demon horses to save time. The finish is blacker than ink. There are only regular carriages at the party. Real camp hair at the same time. The Lion's Fangs captain enters the Kunichiwa. My brother, the devil's chariot, is here first. Han thought the Lion Fangs had done their job. But if I have to, it is not in the middle of the road that 3 people killed a bull. Fear of losing good meat for a long time. So he brought it back first. Continue on the way. I have the president here. My brother started complaining, hanging the head of a goat, selling dog meat from him. It is clear that we are saving our lives. I saw a high-level monster appear. What is it, old man? President seemed innocent. Who knows why? Trust information. That is what they say. Placate the people. He also promised that when the BA came back, we'll raise the wages that Rio really deserves. Kumi invited the Real to his house. There is a bath tonight. It is hot water. Let me soak. You are scratching the right spot. I have not showered in a week. Real pleasure. Immediately agree. Not to think. Kumi stopped by Mr. Bannock earlier. Ask if there are any horses to borrow. What his house is full. Free when you return. We are going to make more great refrigerators like this, I said to the horse. He also changed his name. Takumi is quite happy that his items are well received. Just open it, old man. Dante spend money running the motor again. Maria is preparing dinner at home. Kaede flies at night and sleeps in her room. Only Sophia. The owner has not returned. My heart began to be filled with anxiety. The little girl scolded herself for being careless. You have to go along to ensure the safety of the owner. I had to stay with Bannock until late at night. Kumi felt very guilty when Rial, you have been torturing all afternoon. He said he is fine. You do not think too much. Finish now for real. I found a very strong atmosphere in the distance. At his current level, fight with the one who is coming. Sure, there is an exit door Horror? In 36 Dragonflies. Hot book. The real Takumi immediately fled like flying, body hooded too fast. Nothing has stopped real. The dustbag thought he was a robber. Who suspects when opening the headscarf raw? Takumi shocked horizontal fallout. Baby Sophia. Waiting forever can't see. The owner was so worried that he ran to find her. I met two people wandering here. I thought Takumi was captured by a camera. This leads to misunderstanding. I realized it's just the wrong person. Both of us got down on our knees. I hope you give up too. For those who do not know guilt, go to Takumi house. Real shock gaping air. The first little boy had a house. Wife's son. Jeez. Young man in a hurry. Tell you these two are men. Redeem it. No. Must you seem holy? Think. For the time to get a system, the young man asked them. They wanted to find a place of life, not all. Two girls frankly their head. This heart is only given to its owner. Refuse adultery. I really want to fall to the ground. Cause your two teams are all married and alone. Odd shadow of sadness. Just in time for young people to see Kaede after evolution. Cute too. Ask her if she remembers me. She said she had a memory loss. That is why young people want to put pants on their heads while waiting for guest soak. I also informed my two daughters about the new mission. Even BA knows that Chien is a rare material. So there is no opinion. You can go anywhere as long as you are with the owner. Goodbye to the real old man. We all go to bed early to wake up tomorrow. For that, Takumi still did not have of renovating the good sword. I just snuck in from Miss Banx. It is very difficult to use with terrorist imagery like this. Takumi, quickly use a magic trick. The magician shrinks it. Although it costs a bit of mana, for the safety of your family you are well. Know what time it is in the morning. The next day the horse arrived on time. Takumi also looked into the car to say hello. Blacksmith is escort. Let the two of you on the way. The day before, in the slave trade, Maria used to take care of the demon horse and let her be the driver. People are extremely secure. The BA just started. Where is Mr. Han? And the president got word of the monster in the forest. Death is very active. Now take the usual horse. Demon horse. Squeeze its legs on the neck ran. Also distorted in time. The two of you will pray for the family. I am in trouble. I was wrong to meet good people. On the side of BA, the royal family came to visit. They want to thank in person the man who built toilet to help solve the problem of wastewater pollution. If I can't see the main today, he asked Banx to report it. Let Takumi be careful, because rumors have reached Sidonia. The Imperial Saints will definitely keep an eye on. In the Holy Empire, Will's two friends still stupid to sell their faces because of while being smart. I know they are not as good as they seem. They show up for death. The men set up a barrier to protect the blacksmith, then take the family to the Chien hunting for. I have never seen Chien before. Men raise their voices to Sophia. How do we distinguish it from other trees? Sophia points to the tree on the right. There were strange cuts in front of his body. Expression of long life. All three will follow that sign. Find out exactly. Chien discovered the first child. All three immediately set up a battle formation. Takumi took care of cutting it down. Behind the three little Mews drew her sword and cut the root. Shaggy tree for support. Fight fast and win fast. Takumi was surprised because it was so easy to get 10, but Sophia correct. Now is the time to be holy. End work. The entire team surrounded the entire team. They are very angry about the madness. Dare to invade territory and then killed his accomplice in large numbers. Taking down each one takes time. Sophia, tell people to use magic. They can grab their wand. Sophia hurriedly used spirit magic to repel. Give Maria a chance to use earthbending. Included. Kaede uses spider silk. Cover Takumi's vision. Easy to use division. Unpack them and pack them into a space box. It is all very well until the terrorist worm shows up. Aimed at the fascination of violent attack. Takumi tried to cut a few times. It has been discovered that it can regenerate indefinitely. Need to destroy the S in a precise move. Enough to make it go away. Via ghost house. So let us fire attribute on. The sword cut it into pieces. By the chance it has not been reinvented yet. Takumi hurriedly crashed one more time into the fatal core. He succeeded in destroying it. The sheep after the irradiation will fall out the red fruit. Looks pretty fancy. Sophia knows all about you. It is a miracle apple. A very rare and useful fruit. Anyway, there is a bottomless box. Young people spend some time. Collect the amount to eat gradually. Plenish the magic power after exhausting night. Temple's labor is so good that it is stupid not to take. Send all three to Boston. Kill the mole. Get into the mine. The next morning, we were collecting 10 materials. Suddenly, from the ground, the mole came up. Suddenly, I thought it was dangerous. Finished under the guidance of men Sophia. Just a sword. Immediately stab him. They all frown their teeth. How to defeat the monster fast. The young man likes it. Take advantage of the character. Living in its long dark. Too much on the ground. As it rises to the ground, sight will fall on the chicken's groin. No different than the blind. This is the best time to be punished. Blacksmith also admired the boys with little Maria's own infinity IQ. I feel bad because it has not been shown. The war is over. Bring back the rare ore. So the blacksmith's got some basic instructions about how to put two types of ore together. After many days, ask Cable. According to your teacher, successfully reconciled. Two types merge into one. And now just bring back the armor and finish the job. Is wearing a promotion armor. The two girls are happy because it is perfect. There is no bad point in asking about cool. Just finished. You are also excited. In front of two beautiful. It is an adjunct to muscle acceleration. Hard part is that you are not good enough. Control function. Crashed into the wall. It is so embarrassing. Maybe the two of you are also stupid. Outside the magic lamp. My spirit and magic lamp. Fire, fire, fire. It has just been renovated. Fia, I also want to ask you to make a shield for me. So steady. In return, he swore to protect you. It is no big deal to build a shield. We are all one family. Tell her what she wants next time. If it is mandatory, you have to go back and forth like that. The high god watched Takumi grow stronger and stronger. Be assured that trouble is coming for you. After training enough feathers, enough wings, official empire for two gods, Kira and Yamato, go to battle. They have brainwashed you all this time. The dark thing, that they are slowly losing their humanity. And obey the orders of the empire. Rumors about the kingdom. Bakula uses magic to purify sewage lines. Flee land to the Holy Emperor Sidonia. They sent messenger asked to see the gift, but King Bakila refused to be involved. He shaved off. This was given to him by our goddess, a country that he enjoyed. What to share the priceless gift? Sidonia Ivory says, light does not lose sight. Sidonia. Start using threat card. That will help support troops. Bakila to the water. If you think this will make the emperor feel better. He gave in, but this time he was determined to do it. Army of the Holy Empire. Let later still belongs to them. King is not stupid to trade the fake Kim talent. Take your country's stuff. Only what belongs to me. Permanent. Even if they like to withdraw SAO, you can't keep it. The messenger was silent and played. Spray the face out whenever free. At the end of the game, Banek went to the men's house. Drink tea pagoda. I also told you at the same time. King's decisive negotiation. Kumi was quite worried about work. Tension caused enmity with the church. Then Fesidonia too makes war. This is very different from Takumi Banek's attitude. It is very easy to explain. Out of the Kwangka, there is another church. Well, this should know. Goddess once said that the whole church built it, worshipped the goddess Nolan, despite knowing the existence of two sects. However, on the part of the church around AI, it should be, according to the three armpits of the goddess Anat, next to it. The Bakula kingdom guarantees religious freedom. So there is a lot of followers of the old building church. More priests, the constructive church. They charge a very small fee. It is called the willingness to use healing. The opposite. The priests of the Lord of Light often collect an eye, and the bosses behind the guard. Let them do their job. The Holy Empire of Sidonia. My gut says so. Best to avoid it. Don't get involved in bad stuff. Go back to the main problem. Today, Banix announces after utility freezer. King wants to invite to the palace. Tomorrow I feel a little hesitant. Mr. Banik understands the problem. Immediately beat the table. Powder, frankly expressed. If you refuse, King is not angry. That face of urgency is not it angry. The old man refused. That night, he informed his two wives that he was going to the capital. B.A. Kilatos 1. King protects you from the same empire. If you refuse, it is a bit unallowable. Two girls of course agreed, because we like to go away. Determining the number of days. B.A. Maria. We will prepare enough food for all of us. Main wants to make a new coat for his wife. You asked Banik. Some magic stones of dark property, with which the hiding is present in the cloak. It will be simpler, crazy or easy to understand. It is a cloak of invisibility for hiding. If you use that, two wives will avoid the attention of the bad guy. Fornication. Not harassed by them anymore. Finish the discussion. Maria and Sophia went out to buy some necessities. Both of them feel great. I seem to rate myself a little low. In addition to looking good, you have talent of a manufacturer. The power is also very hot, but also modest. Never haughtily bully the weak. Sophia said that Maria teased with her face. You seem to understand the owner. Can't drop your cock. Yeah, Sophia got hit by Tim. Blackface suddenly turned into a tomato. Tucci blushed, then hitting small pink cheek. Correction. I am just telling you the owner's point, but only he believes it. Maria is no stranger. We are in love 100%. At the church. Pray to see the goddess Nolan. She just showed up. She asked for yeast off. You can see the glaze. It is quite a crime to take the saint. The goddess knew you were going to B.A. Kila. I want to pray for peace for the whole family. Chance for the goddess to show up. I also want to ask some question. Kumi was curious to know the goddess Anat of the Holy Empire of Sidonia. Is she a goddess like you? Nolan emits loud marking sovereign. I am the only one. Which one? Can't help think goddess is all wrong. As to what Anat is a nom. When the time is right, you will know. You recently discovered the Holy Empire. Sidonia approaches herself more and more intense. Blessing is about to end. The young man who had no place to turn is quite afraid. I had to ask the goddess to have a way to protect yourself, even though heaven can't reveal. The only thing the goddess told it is that nothing can affect a blessing. It is only when it expires that it flies off of towards heroes summoned by Sidonia. I have not seen them come to the door yet. The goddess explained why she sent. The goddess deliberately turns a little time upside down. Sent you back a year ago, when the summons of bravery. So slowly, do not call in a few months. They also come by themselves. End of the show. The goddess refused to answer any more questions and send you home. Told her to bring tiramisu next time. It is not that you are buried by the goddess for the faint. Kumi woke up and saw the sky disappear. Although some questions the goddess avoided. But I know some bad things. Don't let the blessings diminish. It is also much more secure. A few days later, his wife's clothes were sewn. Give him a try. Both have full year review. Because from design to functionality, it is amazing. Takumi also praised two beautiful girls for their whole. It was too much for Maria to wear. Next party notice to service for trip. You are going to build a new chariot. You can borrow it from here. In terms of long distance, I own one. Will be more active on every. Depends on a lot of black. There is a shortage of horses at home, so I still have to borrow this money. Maria. This place is called the Adventure City. Fake has reasons. Immediately, baby leads Sophia and Takumi into the forest, hunting precious horse. Near Boston, it is a forest of death where a lot of monsters live. Among them are faster and stronger ones. Horses are often very much horned and longhorned. There is even griffin, especially when the long coat appears. The horse is just a name. Speed and endurance are superior to the demon horse. It is called the long coat, but it is not the dragon family. More like a horse. Distinguishes them from the horses. More rhino breed, and the body is covered in dragon scale. I am busy talking, so people are constantly getting smaller. call it Kaede. Everybody's seen this little spider. More excited than ever. I know there are going to be kid bullies. I heard that Maria was upset because only little girls are allowed to be Kaede's junior. It is cute. It is forbidden to allow anyone to usurp the unique throne into. At this moment, out of the grass, a wolf suddenly rushed out. Sophia tried to take her sword and send it off. That SAO. It is going through the entire house like the wind. I remember the improved shirt. Kumi explained. It is probably because of invisibility that it distorts. I was gonna wear a cloak to the dragon horde. Sophia determined 0D instead of leisurely going there. Think BA. Take off your armor and fight to gain more experience. It is beautiful. Even the belligerent little Maria also agreed to Theo all for chi. Majority wins the minority. I do not have the right to decide this anymore. She finished off a cow. Maria and the men were amazed at the speed. Amazing from Sophia. Seems like she is getting stronger and stronger. Over there is a special who has been cut down. This wood is made of chariot. There is no room for blame. No one can accept it, please. Maria immediately the knife and cut the beef. The night of winter is left, and Sophia try to collect wood free. The man who took the temple made Kaede helplessly call horror. Her neck twisted. I want to go into the forest first and get bored. Go deep inside. He discovered a lot of bodies. Janet's lying all over the place. Suddenly I saw a horse. Horn is in. Kaede kindly ran back help. The horse is too wary of strangers, so she is electrocuted by. Almost died of garlic. I remember that Kumi you treat me. At the first meeting, Card tried to convince the horse. Follow me to the owner. You are very kind and talented. Can definitely help him recover. There were two monsters behind Card. Dung Beetle looked agitated attitude of the horse. Probably these. That is what hurt him. Immediately, Kaede tied them up with spider silk and smashed them. Where I expect that attack. He accidentally called his entire family to visit. There is no way to defeat the enemy. Kaede used spider silk to create a barrier. Both myself and the horse inside. Black teeth are very strong. They are tearing apart the outer silk. Kaede is weak and afraid. Start using magic rings to summon men to save. I never saw it react. Afraid. The owner of the wooden saw who I forgot to go home first. She is heartbroken and crying. Except of losing your life here. They are lucky they broke him. Crowd arrived in time. Young man rubs her head, reassuring. Kid saw that Takumi did not abandon him. He hugged the young man tightly. Thought you would leave her in this remote place. Takumi, I am sorry to make her panic. It is all because spider silk is so thick. I accidentally lost the connection between the two rings. I can see that the magic is weakening. The young man decided to follow the magic to come here immediately. Look out for the horse behind you. Maria happily confirmed that it was the dragon horse. They are all look. We need to heal him first. The horse is very be wary of strangers and refuse to accept them. This place where many monsters stay for a long time will be very dangerous. Kaede wants to lead the horse, so we have to open the rabba. Both of them in there. Take it home first and calculate later. There are two magical beings in the space box. Your mana quickly becomes exhausted. Takumi tried to bring water to restore Ratu immediately. It is still a step slow. Your whole body loses strength, and you fall to the ground. More than half a day is still awake. The whole AI family is worried. Even when unconscious, Takumi still managed to maintain the space box. Protect Kaede and code long safe. You have to call those two out now to get it fixed. Being treated like this is a bit too much, but Sophia could not think of a better way. Beautiful leaned over, kissed the main hand. Little Maria. Suddenly, my mouth is full of food. I still have bright eyes. SAO. This is how Sophia tracked the main's magic. Send your voice to Kaede. Call forever. Call forever. May SAO. Kaede finally heard the sound and replied. Understand the pressing issue. Kaede promised to convince Ma Long. Go out for the owner. Heal the magic power. Two of you out. Sophia's going to ban it. Buy little herbs for monsters. Maria told me to stay with my master. The event happens in the middle. I will take your place. In Takumi's dream, I can hear people calling me to wake up. I also noticed that I slept a long time. It is time to wake up. He woke up to find Sophia sleeping next to the bed, with my hand in my hand. Sophia woke up. She was suddenly beautiful. Glad to see you just woke up. Thank everyone for taking care of me all day. Then came out to the healing garden to help code Long. Ask Kaede for advice. Long code, now peacefully horizontal. Hello Kitty. When setting up the Highland magic Takumi, I am glad Ma Long accepted. Soon the four legs were completely healed. There is no more pain thanks to everyone's efforts. My family now officially has a new friend. A new member. Call the code. Afraid others will hear it. Takumi decided to give Long the name Subaki. Pretty cute. Everyone thinks that name is great. And then the whole family ended up having a hard day with a cozy, happy dinner. In the cold winter sky, at the slave trade in the capital, the shop owner is introducing the ethnic girl. Animals for customer. Ask him what he knows how to do. Where? I promise. Please make sure to diligently compensate. The child will try to learn what the owner requires. She is a precious girl with lice. Baby is good, but he is sorry that he needs the mystery. It has the power available. Waiting for the customer turn. The boss also comforted the baby not to rush. Good and evil will meet one fine day. The real owner will definitely show up. Whenever rejected, the owner also said it made her sad. Waiting. How long will the owner wait? Not to mention the poor house. The little girl left her sister and her old mother at home. Business. Before leaving, Jiva promised to send you money. Hard to raise yourself small now. Don't talk about helping your mom and me have a fight. Live well to the fullest. In Takumi, still working hard to visit thousands of days and nights building chariot. The young man told me to go to an adventurer tomorrow. Buy less material needed. Sophia could not help worry. Day meal. He had just received an order for his recovery medicine and refrigerator. Bannock is still up at night, building a chariot. I am worried, Sophia. Remind young people, not to try too hard. Be too you. After that, constantly confirm that I am fine. Tell your 2 daughters not to worry. Just went to the adventurer. Takumi heard in the hall that there was a lot of controversy. Ask your handler. Rama. Some told the young man he saw a monster appeared in the suburb. However, in the assembly, there was no damage report. I dare not send anyone to jail. The world wants to know. You are not greedy. You came today. I want to add more animals to collect. Honey, Mr. Han is looking forward to it. Can still play, so the second monster is definitely worth $8. There is a lot of right until you pull it out. Takumi almost threatened. Han was in shock, because in the past, the AI recovered the long code to the bottom, like this ever. The guy suing the hall immediately shouted denunciation. That is right. The monster he is talking about is the Black Dragon. This CA packed to the business of young Germanic. The boss of the guild invited him to the room for a drink to solve this public disorder on Sophia Street, from where Mrs. Mulan came back. Today, little Theo Maria went out to buy food. The road to Mulan, she asked her boss if any slaves knew about the fake wizard. Buy about support. Work. Main. Fortunately, Kim counterfeiting is now rare. There is no AI in the club. Mulan asked Sophia to go to the royal capital and ask where trade is expanding. It is also easier to buy slaves. Go to where Maria is waiting. YouTube ordering a few more. Maria noticed that the owner had been tired for days. You need a lot of energy to get it back. Sophia did not expect Maria to notice. It is funny. Both of them are very confused about instruction. Nothing to share with the sad new owner. Maria heard this comment. My beautiful sister has changed. Sophia found it difficult to understand. That is what Mulan said to her earlier. Maria confirmed since signing the contract. You have had very gentle expression. Back then at the slave trade, cold hard near the biz. Sophia is also afraid of her sensitive sex. Maria went to the blacksmith, or the owner will have to wait. Who would have expected to see you snoring? Oh, delicious branch. Finishing the carrot. He had a great respect, progress, and hard work. Your relentless effort, but you have to rest. Who is as thin as a stork and stays up at night. One day, Wei left her mother. The next day, Kumi excitedly shows off achievement. Why? You want to ask Long Ma to help you pull the car? And after Kaede delivered, my horse will eat the goat immediately. Inside, Maria and Sophia rolled their eyes in wonder, because it is wide. You use extended magic. The kitchen is full of things from A to Z. Hello. I do not know. Thought you put the whole house in the car. In the exhilaration of the whole family, Sabaki and Kaede driving, it is like flying around a city. Round town, ask them if there is anything they want to do. Maria, it is recommended to attach the knife to the side. Kumi wonder that on to scare the monster. No, I just find it cooler. Please reject this case. He's hard. And he also thinks he is really talented. To where the Bemasik and the Lord were waiting, the whole family met the Wolfang. Here, Takumi, glad to be with club. These 3 prestigious brothers are extremely assured. I don't know who was at. Who are we compared to the little lion Hadong? Your house is young and green. Rumor has it me has just made hot onion. Mr. Bannox immediately asked the young man to show himself again. Identical to the harem, he lacks something, fainting shock at the young man's mass body. Poor in the carrot is a businessman who values talent. He immediately asked the young man, make some for yourself at an expense. The neck of a yen garlic, one that shocked the young man severely. The Lord reminded me tomorrow. Bannock, he was ready to meet the king. Then sign the contract later. 30 minutes after the official departure to the capital, in the carriage, the Lord has acknowledged it. The time of his dedication. Town changed raw meat market. However, talented people often do not live long. Because smart, you will be envied by the young, is someone who is fascinated by trust. The Lord is aware of himself. It is my responsibility to protect the nation's talent at any cost. It is easy in the capital. If you meet the Imperial Saint, it is a bit of a potato. In general, he is the same. Everyone has to do their best. Stay alert during the tech. It should be safe. Return home. In the Holy Empire, Akan is secretly investigating the goddess of peace. In the ancient writing, goddess of peace, he created people in his own imagination. Then, to assist human, benevolent goddess of animals, create elves, dwarves, and spirits, subordinate them to human. 3 days to the capital of Bakilato. Kumi, I am glad the whole way is smooth sailing. Don't touch a hideous monster. The lion's fangs continued. Even if there is a monster with 3 heads and 6 hands, power of 2 young wives, so they also walked on cold feet immediately. I mean, from the beginning of this trip, there are lame pants to worry about. Waiting for everyone to rest. Propose. So give King a fine chariot to confirm Kim's talent in fake job. But make sure it is not too late. He told you to stay calm. It can be built after the meeting. However, it is a waste of time to transport it to the palace. Clearly takes time. Kumi said he will be working tomorrow, and make sure before the show day. There must be a car for the king. Fire engine. That car mechanics need large space ladder. Bannox understands the problem. Let the Bannox take care of some vacant land. He is tomorrow. Real estate agents find themselves in a pile. Know the story. It was exhausting working the whole trip. 2 wives are extremely worried. However, understand I decided to do 2 things without stop. But in exchange, you have to find a slave. Can help in the fake Kim magician. In particular, this group only accepts girls. The next automatic. Takumi is helpless. 2 wives. Finished his job with a very young man. I respect the roof and agree to find someone tomorrow. The next morning, while men went to buy slaves, Maria panicked at home because the little Kaede light like spark and you can't see it. Sophia, in the morning, I want to go out with something in the library. You should stop by and find it. When I got to the door, I heard a scream from the distance. Sophia rushed over to see it, and the spider really reported. Turns out that people suffer. Kaede threat. Fear of piss is small slave deep alcohol. And Sophia scolded Kaede more. Slap water in the face to help her stand up. Then, on behalf of the family, apologized to the victim. The first time I saw an elf Beautiful. She stood there staring without blinking. Is it okay? Until Sophia asked. She woke up from the beauty, looking down at the book floor. Reva hurriedly picked up. At the same time, express your love for your book, especially books related to the fake wizard. I am tired of all that stuff. Especially through the conversation, Sophia realized the whole magic. Reva is self-taught. They are not trained by AI. It is time to meet the new owner. Beautiful sister were hurrying to the rendezvous. Coincidence instead. The owner is Takumi by my house. Sophia, who knows the location, also came to see the soldiers. I was very surprised when I came in because it was all familiar. Introverted nature. Jiva. I can't explain what I have. I was lucky to have a small talk earlier. Sophia, she immediately said she is pretty good at reading herself. Tinkering with magic. Or, I asked her if she had ever read a fake book. Oh, it is true. Like-minded people meet. Two young men start rapping about the new book out. Hot hit of fake Kim. After a long talk, not be more appropriate. Men, give her a test to see if she is wrong. Omitted in the no. My only hope suddenly fell into a cloud of smoke. Even if you try to squeeze your mind, you can't find the answer because the small village is poor. Never use honey in the preparation. I was in tears thinking the game would end. Who suspects that? Please welcome me back to your team. Why the hell is honey the ant? Now the ghost is back. Salary support section. Takumi will pay according to both salary and output. If the application does well, I am sure he won a lot of money. Money is not required. The only thing I want is a monthly salary. Ziva wants permission to send it all home. Take care of mom and me. The money is in my pocket. I can't pay it back. But if you do not get your money, you are afraid you will be a slave forever. Sophia thinks this is good by following the leaven of art. It is time for a small business to get a job. Apart from worrying, there is no way of life. I have served a good owner all my life. That is what AI also wants. Bring new members home. Maria and Kaeda were excited to say hello. To see people enthusiastically welcome. The animals are fun because this is the first time children do not have to listen to criticism full of bitterness, many times rejected by the Holy Emperor. Gradually spicy owl. Want to use force. Teach the unlikable loving a lesson. However, princess appeared. I advised the king not to lead. Leads the action shock flow. Thinks we spread fake news that defames the church. Then sing the dirty water. A tectonic assembly to ensure the members of the church will surely boil their blood. Don't let the people insult you. This murder weapon is terrible. King agreed. It is true that the father is the same evil child in the mansion. Takumi used adamantine alloy. Create a beautiful, unblemished carriage frame. Veva. He looked at the talented owner of his house, wondering for yourself how long I can use it skillfully. It is a complex like. Takumi said that soon, because those structures are nothing more than spiral candy. Little know, especially with curious eyes whenever you look. Takumi working, you believe that with that inquisitive, success is just a thing. One early afternoon, far away, Sophia witnessed the scene of the owner having a helper. Case GU. Satisfied smile. Just think from now on, the owner won't need too much labor anymore. Is small, funky, carrying the carriage completed in BA days 2 nights to the palace. An old man with white hair came to ask, who is the owner of the carriage? Listen to you. Reveal your finish it. The old man was right. Hearing the rumor fake him. Kumi is very good at making things. Today he sees what an immortal name is. Talented young people. Kumi was praised for being cool. But wait, he knows your name. This time the Lord and you. Banek also ran to visit the king and turns out that the old man is talking empty like you just now. It is the king who is the head of this country. When the blasphemer is dead, my head is bleeding now. Kumi, let us go. Get on your knees and ask the king for forgiveness. However, the king wants to reward you. There is a penalty for writing something on the issue of wastewater treatment. King is very great because it helped people have a better life. He was going to have a party, great deals and reward, but at a sensitive time doing so will cause undue attraction. Kumi understands. King also thanked him when he had protected himself from the spear of the Holy Empire. Sidonia, however, protecting the safety of the people is a lifelong thing. Pursue him, told him not to need the ceremony, then invite them to the palace. The reward is full of people. Kumi and his family continue their journey home. A few days after returning to Boss capital, Takumi, from the guy who had enough to eat his clothes, flew up as fast as a kite. Meet current wind of money full of pockets. He decided to buy the house he was rent to be able to safely live with their wives without worrying about being kicked out all of us. Talk about salary every month. Both Sophia and Maria said they did not need it. 3 meals. Clothes you wear all day are enchanted by dust. No need to spend a lot of money. From time to time, children, please give me some pocket money. Things are enough. Not much. Even so, assume that you'll have tribute. Until the end of the contract, there will be self-supporting money. Sophia and Maria both have a longer life expectancy. They swore to protect you for the rest of your life. There is a long time in the world. As long as it is not in the hole, they are still fed by you on beans every day. There is no need to worry about premature damage. In the Holy Empire, they have started spreading rumor. Defamation of the church. They rob the queen's village, start to manipulate and sprinkle it in their head. The information misleading the stupid believers for a long time. By default, the kingdom of BA is arrogant. Make them swear to death. They will have to pay the price. Queen was very pleased when evil plan is going as planned a few days later. According to Jiva's wish, should lead her through the adventurer to sign up for a membership card. Mr. Han enthusiastically instructed the one who gave out the D-class card. This is very good, Mr. Han suggested. So think of a name for the party. Because here your family is almost at the top. Hold the top position. No name, no aid. It is kind of weird. It is pretty cool to remember the 3 lions, fangs. However, your main job is to fake him. Aimed at adventurer. The young man is not very passionate. Should be refused. But I can't even say was groped by the hall mouse. Even though Chow Mein refused refused to listen, he also wanted to listen. The mysterious fact: 1,000 years ago, he was not stupid enough to let hot. Now his father threatened, make you think of a good name. Mood today, bringing young people to the spacious training ground. Every time you think of his name, put onions in your mouth. How the hell does a whole toilet sound so bad? Riva, standing next to, naturally creeping shiver scene of the owner eating wild onions. She is too young to leave her aunt's job. Can't think of a name for the soul. Kumi had to carry his bruised body home. Ask baby Maria to apply medicine. Maria was boiling all over her blood when the old man went bald. Horny, torturing her husband. Fortunately, Takumi stopped and did not stand. This day next year is his first. In terms of team naming, too short is not too long, is not finished. So I asked the harem for help. The name of the owner is even more ridiculous. You think this is the right way? God's hands too. In the Holy Empire, 2 brave men are still training pretty hard. Both of them are getting worse. It makes a lot of 7 hope. All refuse to communicate. They are called cowards to them. Kira even made fun of him. She must be worried about the maid. That is right. You are no different than you were before the summit. I don't want to be angry with stupid people. Just say a horrible sentence. Go away and make Kia angry. I.e. Nash trumpet stuck. Continue to study the goddess Anath Akan. I found her headed for life. They are equal. I am the superior man. That is why she created the beasts and the elves to serve people. However, according to what Little heard from the merchant, went around the world. Then, creationist doctrine is all races. They are all children of the goddess Nolan. 3 children were called by the country ruled by the Kwangai Church. So the role of all of us is, they want to be small with their 2 friends. What do we do in the name of world equality? A few days later, men give Choreva the party ring with new weapons. Exploration without equipment is death. Kumi looked closely and saw the hammer wrapped in Kim. The smallest type of magic, Kaedecai, also has natural weapons NB2. To be fair, Kumi pulls out her claw for her. It is very easy to play the silk, so it is very compact. The smallest. It is known that Ziva also assisted in making weapons for herself. Have fun, thank you very much. To the Adventurous Guild. The guild boss dragged the main raw laugh. Can't even think of a team name. Kumi is scared like this. Yeah, he got angry and caused a tragedy. Ada, I suspect Maul just look weak whore from the main loose defense. This loophole attack tells SAO not to eat onions. See her. Think of it as a training session to help you get stronger. Main heart pain, like cutting tears, but no one's helping. During the break, Mr. Han, again playing psychological manipulation every day. Enchanted receiving escort mission, like so many other times. It is a promotion. Takumi's house is filled with order. Of course, I don't like to go there. You look so excited that you just nod off. Agree. This time, the whole family escorted the butler at the bannock. Passing through the next city, imported raw milk and spun cheese. I have not eaten anything in a long time. Bold, Japanese, so destined. You have to place an order to bring it back. Fill it in the fridge. The housekeeper felt very lucky to have a family Kumi support, because there are no monsters. Your harem can't handle it. I told Cow to come right away. Lin and the wolf are fighting over territory all the way through. Clearly entangled. Do not need beautiful girl. Baki growled 2 times and immediately beat them up. The butler also won, close to the ground. How dare you touch this chariot, to where the whole family should enlist to eat cheese soup. Delicious. All dipping sauce. Forever fascinated by the delicious taste, greasy. In the evening, the family continues to make bread. Melt cheese clam. Delicious armpit soreness. You are all compliments, boss. I can eat cheese every day. It has been out of cheese for a while. I have not eaten fish soup. I only eat 5 cups here. Ask the harem where to sell rice. They said they were in the capital. Kumi regret. Crazy to go to the king. Go to the market, buy some. Now busy dust bag. I don't tell you I have time to go shop. Sophia is also in a distant situation. I wonder if he misses home. Remember that delicious meal at home? Sophia says she loves her current life. More than 55 people have to live in a cave. Little too depressed. Good luck when you come. Small wings can dream out of the cave. Iron Sun. Sophia hates to look at the painful past. I often remind myself to live in the present, the future, and the future. A small task to do. Protect Takumi. With my happy little family. Talk about the wings of liberation. Kumi remembers the goddess Nolan. He gave me wings to change my life. The most critical time, the name of Nolan's wings suddenly appeared. You guys hear this guy? So they all immediately used it as the name of the adventurer party. 4 days later, 3 people came home and it was late. Opened the door and walked in. Takumi. I immediately found that it was filled with anesthetic gas. Paralysis. At the same time, the bad guy here. 3 Mews have lost all fighting strength. By the time it is ready to skewer the men kit in the bot, base quick shot. Silk receiver pressure. Times they, ignoring Takumi's magic to turn the tide, caught them alive in the gang. Go outside. They have teeth and trap. Very cute to be sure. Takumi asks Sophia to come to the adventure party. Ask them to help you pack. Face in the car. Your boss told you to tell the Lord, because the situation seems worse than bad word. The next day, everyone came to hear the Lord's announce the investigation all night from the mouths of our faceless. You can be sure now. He is the man of the Holy Light Church. Probably because of the cave. Use purification magic. That is what makes them dog. Normal, US, or rental. Purification. High price. To get a piece of gold and a piece of silver. Now you appear. You should collect money with a piece of rice. To stop the path of growing wealth. Of course they sit still and then they. I asked if I should go to the refugee camp. Wading through this storm. It is not too late for you to come back. However, the most dangerous place is the safest place. The Lord can send soldiers to protect you to another. He is not sure. Company will increase patrols around the city. And the captain also let people through. Min guards 24 out of 25. So you can safely produce in the factory. That is a great idea. Now just find a guard. Clear when taking on the task. Adventurers are beautiful. Kumi type question mark. This this situation of boiling water, still people exposed. Ace. Old man ball. President insists. Elf. The Adventurers Club. Every pair of patchy wings. Best. Most important. Give him for his heavy loss. Not to mention how much training it takes. Stronger. Why did he open the door for you to escape? I know it is hard. Hang out with hot Grant. Sophia also promised tech. Inside the battle, Moi gives everyone more mind. On the way back, Kumi stopped by Mr. Han's place to register party name. He also praised this guy very well. The news that you were hugged by the soup went to the center. Han told you to be careful because there is a male mouth but a dagger belly. Certainly not by scaring the innocent. As long as SAO has money or benefit them. Thank you, Han, for reminding. Takumi led Sophia with anxiety, filled with insecurity back home. That night, Kumi apologized to the entire family because everyone knows their target is you. People who sit around get shot because of me feel very guilty about it. Poor girls, of course, do not blame even comfort. You do not have to worry. We have got she hands. Who is bored of living? Don't blame me for not coming back. Innocent children love a comforting life. Should have been less over the top. However, keeping the soldiers on guard is quite shy. Tomorrow you will set the boundary. Protect your own family. Now it is about taking on an adventurous quest. Even though Sophia is the strongest, but if you run into an ancient monster, there is only one ghost house. Sophia suggested the party should find another lone-handed slave and preserve the entire squad. This must have been found by the Mulan Association. Please note that we only accept Kumi is looking for Ring the guy. It is based on the fact that both my boss and me straight. That evening, while everyone are singing soundly Peach Brand, Kumi is still struggling in the studio to figure out the method, create the most effective boundary, and you do not know. His quiet attempt was captured by Sophia. Discreet detection. You are very worried about the owner, but the hard part is that I have a gift, the wizard, to help. You are sad. The next morning, Takumi asked Reva to help him create a barrier. Sophia got up early to help, because when it comes to magic, I know a lot. It is too expensive to be supported by more people. Kumi pulled out the paper. Ask you, beautiful, you can engrave this formation on a metal plate over there, just like that too. Meticulous, hard-working muse. Start carefully carving each stroke according to the enamel required until it is done. Kumi will take over the magic enchantment. It is done. Sophia was worried because you had been awake all night. It is bad for your health now. Kumi done. He said he was just thinking about the next book. Mind movement. It does not use magic, so it is fine. Next door. Tease a baby spider with Sabaki moved to. Kumi wondered what they were doing. What are you kidding me about? Sophia revealed it is in the form Golem, specialized for training advanced combat. Reva remembers the Golem. Seems to be in the realm of pseudo-magic. Kumi confirmed it, but the strategy to carve into the control core is complicated. You dare not touch. If Golem is an attacker, it is good. However, current level of magical manipulation, it is a little tricky. The golems are so strong, they talk so much. That is enough. Kumi, quickly complete the unfinished frontier. Now just put these 3 panels around the man. Is the auto boundary was established. From now on, people do not worry about bad guys breaking in. Just finish. And suddenly the system tells you you have just been promoted. To the surprise of everyone, this must be your reward. When the magic tool is completed, this boundary is naturally elevated to the level of master magic. The right time. Great Grandpa-san. Because you heard. Any metaphor carries this power. They are all capable of controlling the golem. News of the church coming to the he was captured and sent to the Holy Empire. Just grass snake. Afraid that the bacula will prepare. Careful coping plan. The princess advised the emperor's name. Don't move anymore temporarily. Let the charm handle it later. Now is the time to pay attention. Focus on the next plan. About the magic found in the wizard. Doom. I can't analyze raw. Based on an ancient tablet explanation, the wizard thinks he can activate the summons. The guy announced. Best time to perform the ceremony. 2 or 3 months. Beautiful. By that time, the 10 magic power collected at Takumi's house. Testing the method of implanting magic stones into Golem. Capture it. However, thinking and doing it are quite far apart. You are tired all morning, and you have not had any right. Kaede. Had his own and Tsubaki Bao reputation for guarding the house. Then you do not need to catch Golem. Just like last time though, the whole family is gone. When they get in, who knows? So be assured, I still have to leave one at home. Child understood the problem, continued to wonder, why do not you try taming the Golem? I never really thought about it. Maybe the next one will succeed. Kumi immediately called Sophia to discuss. At the same time, ask where Golem will appear. Sophia, I heard there is a stone Golem in the West for Death. Wild. In an old dungeon near the Horde, there is the Iron Golem. Normally, the dungeon is full of high-class monsters. First time. I heard that Golem was in there too, so I was surprised. Kumi has never been to a dungeon before. I want to try it this time. Conquer the dungeon without attack and flight are too risky. I'm afraid they will have to sell salt. You risk going to the dungeon. Kumi gave up her passion. To the west of the Forest of Death, Hunt, caught hiding behind a stone, stalking the giant Golem. Sophia suddenly uttered the number of the group. I was so lucky to see this for the first time. Sophia suddenly uttered the number of the group. I was so lucky to see this for the first time. It is enough to see the magic stone on your chest. Of the guardians from the ruin. To defeat it, aim for the red magic stone on your chest. Is the most standard, and that is also its control core. The Golem suddenly discovered that someone was Wyam. It is as fast as a blink of an eye. On the other side, all the souls had to hide. This one is strong but dangerous. Sophia advises Kumi to ignore the ruin. Golem does not worry about no replace. However, higher the risk, greater the reliability. Takumi decides to miss allies having AO2. Jump over the stone. Takumi approached the Golem. Let everyone stop you. Girls see themselves in danger. Also rush out protection. But you put it all back so I can deal with. Reva have praised you for being cool. Only young people know that they are afraid. I am sweating, though. He could not feel any enemy from the golem. Probably, it is the golem, protecting the remains of the goddess Nolan. You have the blessing of the goddess. He mistakenly thought he was a partner. The two looked at each other for a long time, to the point where Takumi is about to burst into flames. I got the news that the golem had been tamed. These girls have eyes and mouth. I can hardly believe the owner of my house. The roof is so bare. New members are good. Everyone's excited to welcome Golem back party. The wings of Nolan. Ask her if she will volunteer. Follow me. He agrees to call the golem. Sounds a bit alum. Takumi decided to give it the name Titanium. It means giant in mythology. Extremely lemongrass. Every criminal now leads him into the city in this form. Will definitely cause trouble. Titanium bait. An infinity IQ. Can't. Very understanding of human language. It actively shrinks the body into a tiny version. Han looks faint. Painting, digging, now just need the magic. It is enough to make tight talk. Perfect combo. 10 points, no, but Takumi promised that he will make it later. Go home and rest first. In the Holy Empire, two pig-faced guys just showed up, immediately neglect training early on, and invite each other to rock. Khan showed a heavy attitude. Two guys with faces join us on too much loss of integrity. A Khan scum 'em, as well as shit, then remove it to relieve itchy eye. After a busy afternoon, Takumi calls his wife to talk about something big. After a week of thinking, you decided to break the contract. Free for 3 people. Takumi explained that now he was suffering from all sides. Bad guy. Stalking. Can't be selfish and let people get along. Besides, Spider Baby Tsubaki and Golem are both high-class magical beasts. They will still you, so everyone can rest assured to leave and enjoy safe living. I hit receive. Out. Takumi also prepared a small dowry shot, so you do not have to worry about lack of food and clothing. Sophia asked him when he had this intention. Takumi reveals the day after the family was suddenly attacked. You are very worried. The more it sounds, harder it is to accept. Maria stood up and sword side. Challenge if you want to get rid of them. Unless you win. Little does not understand. What? Why do you always prioritize the poor? Someone lower than himself. That is a big fool. And Takumi insisted. I just want 3 people to be safe, because we are all priceless gifts. You know, you are always thinking about us. 3 girls are not afraid of spring, not afraid of just afraid to leave you. We all want to stand shoulder to shoulder. I stand with you in every battle. I want to protect you, live happily with you for the rest of your life. It is not a party called Nolan's Wing. If you lose your wing, how can we fly again? Even Sophia, he also voiced blame. It was good for Takumi to ask them to leave him for a faithful slave. Those are the words that hurt us all. The most found every word of the children's lives to realize the great mistake. Just because you are always self-imposing your thoughts on people, I never asked my why they wanted. Takumi deeply regretted. I am so sorry, everyone. Pictures of meeting people for the first time show up. Takumi feels lucky when there are such wonderful girls in company. You ask again. I am sure you want me to be happy. It is a disaster. And for B.A. all nodded in unison. I agree. It's like being on the street, folks. A few days later, Takumi made a new armor for the golem. At the same time, using grace. Now the voice does not just communicate, argues. You can also cut back. However, the most anticipated main is still the golem version of terrorism. Open the secret box. Golem's cover appeared. Now when it is time to fight, jumps in. Or you can keep beautiful little shape is not to be afraid of AI. Fuck if you see it. The goddess in the sky. You should look happy too. However, there has been news that the goddess Honest is about to return. Even if she does not exist, it is probably because of the fanatic. The goddess cannot intervene. However, beautiful sister has an evil MasterCard. Reliable Takumi. It is all up to you. I hope this time I will fight my favorite. Won't make me 7. The side of Imperial St. Elizabeth was smiling, because the time she is waiting for is coming. Compared to those in power and wealth, the low neck court throat always has to be broke. Really let them trample, and so do the people of this village. Day by day the lords exploited labor, to the point where it is unbearable. You have to leave home. What makes them lose faith and hate the most? The most hated are the noble. News that people are oppressed. Move to the Lord. Always for water for the people. I hope they have a warm life. He was disgusted by the insolent actions of his master. First, we need to find shelter for the homeless. More than 1,000 people will need a large positive area. Currently, this land is the only one that meets all the requirements. Bad luck. There are often monsters in that place. The complicated situation becomes more and more difficult. The only one, Lord thought he was good enough to deal with problems. This potato is our main, at-home Nolan's Wings party. Under the direction of the main, he was and is going to conquer the dungeon. Among the dungeons available, the whole group decided to choose Kingland, a place that contains space. It is strange to be on the ground and still full of blue and white clouds. The yellow sun and the green forest are very fresh. Monsters appear in the dungeon, stronger and more numerous. A lot outside. My later. Thanks K8A with talent scouting BDSM standard. Baby it is in the thick forest. Still able to detect the monster before they approach. Out. Thanks to tight fend off all monster attack. Whole team kept down the boss on the floors. A reward for the perfect break. It is a box of precious items in there. Makes us all very excited. In just one day, the ability to break the dungeon. The group quickly reached the deepest level. I am about to approach the last boss's room. I am not afraid of sky. Not afraid of land. Kaede and Maria excitedly laugh. Sophia is calmer. Just feel lucky. So far the whole group still not in much danger or hurt. 7. What to slap? Walking suddenly from behind comes a giant ball. 2 panic to launch an all-out retreat. The result was that the ball he chased ran off his pants. Only later can I cut off something stronger than hungry leap. But we have all been cornered. So the way you believe him. In front of Kaede, the last last boss appeared, people quickly turn on defense mode. As the monster gets closer and closer to the dinosaur form, there is a flying wing. According to Sophia, it is an S-class fire dragon, the most aggressive of the monsters. New to the battle, the whole group that was smashed by it had to be dispersed. Each of them moved to one place. This way our family will lose. Kumi quickly command Kaede and Titan tame the tail. Harass the dragon's formation. Thanks to Titanium Tame, help Kaede release Spider Silk firmly. The big tail was sealed. Can't move. Sophia took the opportunity to stab him with a sword and bleed him. Kumi used a magic ring to shoot more arrows. Revi uses a magic to create a fire hydrant. Maria lets fire call raw finance from the side of the dragon. Make it run all the way. Right now Takumi called out Tight to add light. Judge and beat the dragon burst into many pieces. I thought the boss fight was over. Who would have expected the ancient dragon to die that easy? Not only did it not explode, and his body is completely healed, still enough to fool the Tight, banging people against the wall. Based on defensive movement, Sophia identified its weakness on the side, called Rasubaki. It is been in the space box since the beginning of the game. It is a straight path to the dragon, the side, and made it scream in pain. By the chant, the dragon is writhing. Kumi lowered him to the sword, thrown straight into his mouth. The boss's spell suddenly turned to dust. Disappear immediately. The battle. The war is difficult. Finally won a landslide victory. Thanks to a spectacular rescue, Sabaki has now reached a new level, and the body also grew into a dragon horde. Fire dragon down the golden stream, leaving a scale the size of an 8-car. Kumi brought back the experiment. Maybe make something cool. When he returned home, he was arrested by the Lord. It is still a matter of finding a place. Immigrants, he wants you to go to the south, clean up the monster, while also creating barriers, protect vulnerable villagers. Thanks to you during the time when the Empire's saints are 5. He is also afraid, but for the benefit of thousands of people, the Lord would rather lose his integrity, nor let them suffer. Sophia is a little unsettled, so let us say no. I remember when I first set foot here. There is nowhere to go. There were strangers who greeted him warmly. Heat of life has given us good things, so we should also do something useful. Problem of refugees. Can't pretend to be blind. Fake deafness to leave them on the street. A market does not hide. The whole family refused his help. The soldiers are on their way at night. The land that needs to be explored is a land with abundant water. Abundance and ideal environment. Buy a land permit. Kumi easily creates a surrounding wall, digging another hole deep outside the ring and build a fortified city with Kaede and Revive. So the construction work was done very Maria. Fia, let us go to the fort, cut wood, and destroy mon. Work is divided. Everyone, AI also help. Do your best, complete the task assigned to you in the best way. Wait until everything is stable. Fia rides Sabaki back to boss. Notify the Lord. You are unbelievable because it has only been 10 days and we have done the whole city. Ready to welcome people. The magic is right. Only another family can do this. Fia also confirmed. Kumi promise will ensure the safety of everyone as soon as naturalization into new territory. People in the car do not know where they are coming to heaven. Instead of suffering so much from the nobles, they have completely lost faith in life. They think it is just a migration to change places. The nobles tortured to the place. Corps of Engineers can't get out of the dog and go back to the big building. It was created in 10 short days. According to Kumi, protect the village from monsters. You took the initiative to build a solid wall about castle. Magnificent. You are especially dedicated to the new man. Will be in charge of this area. Places wide. There is enough room for everyone from senior officials to subordinate office workers. The wastewater has been treated with magic tool and septic tank. The soldiers did not know what words to use to thank God. Kumi just lowered his head to express his deep gratitude. Among the immigrants, there is a beast girl named Mana. Since her husband died at the hands of evil nobles, she has lost her way. I wonder what I am doing in this world, for the land is wandering aimlessly. Sophie was greeted by Sophie. Know the way in her chemistry. Sophia suggests you want to change jobs gently. I will broker it. Manny has a very good cooking talent. The number of people in the house has increased. Maria also needs a cook. That is Sophia. It is easy to take Manny back and let Master review Takumi. As long as you are honest, you can treat everyone as family. As for the salary, ULL want me first. I thought this CA was headed down the tail. I suspect it was heavily influenced by the nobles before Kia. So I can't hire other nobles anymore? Express his loathing view of the noble. Even though everyone advised him to stop saying the boss, Takumi does not look like an inhuman noble. Forcing others will be too much. Takumi does not make it hard for you anymore. I want you to think carefully and always come here, because you are always welcome. Leaving the castle, this mood wandering forever. All I know is that Takumi does not look like evil noble, but still spoke bitter words. It is just anger. When her husband died, she was angry at him. Mani, I can't see myself coming back to see you anymore. I just went thinking, it is not a good time to leave the city. Unfortunately, that is where the monsters are coming home. Kaede slicing announces with Maine, let you find a way to survive. First he ordered the gate closed, stop the monster, then ask the military to protect people if there is a problem. Suddenly, everyone discovered money. I have never been out of the city. Determined not to put AI in danger. Kumi and everyone riding on the golem go out to save money. As soon as the wolves are ready to shove, Kumi rushed to pull her to sea, then swing the sword and stab them, riot their teeth. Money is still scary. There are still many people behind it. But you do not worry. Remote, your harem just finished dealing with the rest of the monsters. Kaede even mocked up and down, because that is not a problem for the little girl. It is nothing. Life is bigger than the ocean. It is a little late, but money. Please be a servant. Serve you for the rest of your life. Thanks to my own own heart. Kumi, let us get a reliable team first. Big family men. We are also happy to welcome new members. Later, the whole family had a party. Spiritual family fun. Without knowing that the Imperialists were about to launch an attack, Bakula news appeared. Fine for transmitted to Tai, to make King jealous, angry. They want to launch an army. The soldiers came to steal the land, just in time for the training. Elizabeth congratulated the king. They are about to take the world into their hands. Kumi sighed, are having a meal. Then the whole family, I suddenly felt a tremendous amount of magic coming through. I remember what the goddess Noli said, has moved you ahead of a 5 million strong, and today is exactly 365 days to arrive. This time the disaster really hit. After a while in hiding, time is right. On the Empire side, Sidonia started to act under the pretext cultural exchange national identity. The fake heroes carry out a plot to seize territory. Those two-faced guys do not have to talk. They are all surprised. When we used to fight the team, now Akna is also happy to go along. Asked why, she said she could travel abroad. Who does not like it? She is actually thinking how to get out of the country. I know that only when you get out of the country, chance to be buried, I will find the right person to help me later. I do not know if it is what I planned or not. The girl's hunch. She told me to go there because party will not come a second time. In Takumi, they are still enjoying a peaceful life. Happy with the harem. With everyone in the territory. Fish farming is quite fun. Sophia's been out hunting wild animals lately to help people's lives in the village. Much less worried. End of the hunting. Just turn to the small house. Kaid and Titan bring back 2 big monsters. The 2 of them knocked out the monster while it was wandering. The latter finds its way into the city. Based on the situation we observe, Sophia confirmed. Power of monsters is growing. There are also small monsters. I have never seen it before. New stretch. 3 months ago, there was a magic evil. Little thought it must have affected him somewhat to the monster. I remember what the goddess Nolan said. Takuma heard this immediately due to the summon. The warrior has been activated. In the evening, the people of the Empire came to deliver the news. The warrior appeared in the Holy Empire of Sidonia. The more sure Takuma. The summoned warrior has been activated. I do not know if these people are good or bad. So Takumi needs to get back to the city fast before they arrive. I hope it is as the goddess said. They have been summoned to Crumbling Empire, Silonia the next day. You are an adventurer. Hear from the staff. I know everything. According to the news, it is about the warriors in Silonia. There are 2 teenagers and a teenage girl. In total, all 3 of them have black hair. The black eyes are strange. Compared to people of the opposite sex, someone who was also summoned here. Takumi immediately thought of the case of the 3 colors. The puffer is also of Japanese descent. The original is like me. Besides, the news of wanting to walk around the church is just an excuse. Really, they want to put underground pressure on countries that have a lot of followers of the church. Construction. Let us talk about politics. Let us have more drama. Now on to the main topic. Kid, British staff notice. Apex Trade Union asked directly for Nolan's wing. Escort from here, capital. Of course, if paid asks, the wings can't refuse. Back after the hearing, Takuma also briefly told everyone about the escort. All team members will be fully present. No need to argue. But Manny also said, please, pass by yourself. Follow along. Takuma, quite unexpected, because normal escort duties are dangerous. They do not have to go to the ostrich, even though I am alone in this big house. Scrubbing fire. Thought I was sad. I would rather suffer with everyone. I have been alone for 100 years. Just in time, Maria. I overheard your grandmother's wish. Speak up. To help. Invite people to be guests. Now, pirated. It is too much to leave them home alone, boss. Just as Sophia was passing by, she added a few more sentences. I advised the owner to reconsider the request. In the end, the majority wins the minority. Takuma accepts. Let everyone go to the capital with me. There is no one left in place. Brave men who had arrived in the capital had committed adultery. There are rumors of slavery in this country. Everyone runs out of water. It is not bad. A little bit is a waste. You front of 2 scum, a part of the world can get sick. I really just hope for the morning. Get out of this guard. At the same time, the Nolan wings brought Papex to the capital. Asked Takuma in take people to the guild and risk the reward. The narrow streets meet each other. Early, not late, not to come. At this moment, heroes of Sidonia arrived. Just got in and broke the news. Surprisingly, he forced the man out of the way. I can see through the white Maria. They want to go and ask thing. Promised all our lives. You are just the master's harem. Please allow me to refuse the contract. Takes time. Takuma stood by and spoke. I hope they do not have a bad reputation in the land of man. It is a great honor to represent an entire country. You should know, above and below, to avoid defiling the superior. Being taunted by Takuma is hotter than eating chili. Immediately draw the sword to your face. The results are not yet in play. I was smitten by my grandfather for breaking the holy sword. Fake eat enough, humiliating. Kia began to take the brave identity, raw oppressed. That each tree, each leaf, each house, seen. If you set foot here, you have to dare draw the sword. Move your feet right in the adventure. 10 you are bored or something. They now turn to full discovery. The talented and guild have all gone to war together. 1 turn 2. Hit a pile of no mouth. Also lame. They are starting to piss. I see the situation getting tense. Akan rushed to relieve the sea. Bow your head. Sorry, you 2 jerks. I hope everyone forgets Cho. Don't face each other. Kuma, as if realizing something, after hearing him introduce his name Takumi, captain of the wing group, will also be startled to say something, but you stopped me. Then secretly whispered a small date tonight into the Lex Hotel. In order to avoid the ear clip, your team is stationed as per the evening appointment. Will, despite the relentless pursuit from the guards, follow the maid. Lulu fled to Takumi's place. As soon as he thought he was about to be arrested, where did Sophia and Maria come from? Appeared to support the soldiers. At the same time, Kaede from above also uses Kun. The two of them secretly took me to the hotel. Safe landing. Thank you everyone. After the two masters, I handcuffed my back to the main subject. Little wonder Takuma. Are the Japanese summoned here? I swore I would this to myself. Sidonia Empire. You just nodded and admitted. Out. Kuma. I used magic to change my appearance. Like people here, to avoid suspicion from the Empire. In the place of two brave men. When I heard that a can ran away, I was disappointed. Tell him to obey. Follow the team. It turns out there has been a plot. 4. Plan occurs a difficult situation. Two guys have not acted yet. They want to report on the Empire. Waiting for orders from the Emperor. Avoid going for a drink that crosses land. News Takumi are foreigners from the world with their heroes. Everyone is very surprised. Even after a moment of fusion, they all accepted this very clearly. In addition, everyone knows the Saint Sidonia Empire. It is really bad to use summon. It causes magical fluctuation, and they certainly want to plot another evil when breaking into a neighboring. Takumi does not blame Kan and Lulu, because they are all victims too. Kan previously confirmed 2 cows. That song is not like that, but since coming here, they ate and drank in the palaces of many cities of Ra. Brain is always bad. Think of that villain. Cave is small again. Use me. I immediately knelt down and prayed to my grandfather. Please save yourself from disaster. Make the whole mess howl. Quickly get up. Don't hold big ceremony. Now send small to another country. The Empire would be looking for a knife. The safest. You want to get in sight to contempt instability. Kumi decided to take Han to his mansion in Boston. I noticed the chain on Lulu's neck will show, or it is a covenant between master and slave. It is like an illegal confinement. They make you hate and hate. Not saying many words. Takumi raised his hand to break the contract to help Lulu. From now on, for Will. Small is a friend I am with. There are no masters or slaves. In the evening, 2 sisters were taken to the mansion by their grandfather. Some of Japan's bestsellers. She has not eaten from home in a long time. Put food in your mouth with tears in your eyes. After days of intense vigilance in a dark place, she was finally able to let go of her guard. After all, he was lucky to meet his grandson. Late night, Takumi announced that from today he will abolish slave contract with everyone. You don't want to get rid of them all. Like Kan and Lulu. You want people to live together like a close family member. There are no slaves and owners. There is only a kind heart. Cover each other like relatives. A few days later, there is a monster attack in West. Because it happened so fast, no one could stop it. Now, the other teams are busy doing their job. Unfinished, yet to return. All the way the boss, Summon the Wings and Wolf's Fang, plus 5 girls. Street Girl and the Black Pink Flower came to the punishment. Monsters before dawn. B8. Party quickly set out towards the city by the hordes of monsters. Unless someone breaks into the castle, Kumi deliberately left Baby Tight guardhouse. Protection for Lulu and a go to a place where you have not fought yet. Kumi, he deliberately gave Sophia his newly invented sword Ra. There is a lot of magical energy in there. Pouring it in will definitely help. Small a lot when fighting, but you still have another sword. With this sword, if you can coordinate the swords in a way that works. The island says the monsters are 100% dead. I heard that I was about to stand by my side. My grandfather is very happy. I swear I will do my best. I will not give you 7 hope. To reduce the number of monsters, break into the wall. They have deliberately built a wall. Protect Gao. If they are stuck outside, they can get in. There is bad luck in the outcome. They did not know they could fly like birds. It is easy to get over the barrier. All 3 teams had pulled together to combat. At night, they split up into 3 streets. 2 lines of attack, 1 line of defense. Let no child enter the wall. Harm to innocent people. After all, 3 teams are in the top server in the adventurer party, so very quickly until dawn. The monsters were wiped out. Stillborn and dying, wrinkled teeth scattered across the open ground. When the danger passes, everyone dares to go out and compete. Thank you to the living god. Takumi saved them from being destroyed. Thought everyone was fine coming here. However, the number of second horde is even more than 3. 4 times as much as last night. This time, they're past the edge. It looks like they are retreating, but I still feel wrong. It is like they are working together under the command of some hidden leader, Takumi. I also remember the story of Salonia, who summoned warriors. Huge magic upheaval, maybe after that event, that made the monsters evolve into intelligent beings. Not stupid. 4 limbs are less developed than before. In the Sidonian Empire, news of the monster attack is being reported. Keep momentum. They will definitely cause 7 extremely large damage. Westford excess water chiseled the king's name. The Wei military decided to help the monsters to give them more power, then unleash the destruction of the opponent. Me, borrow a killer knife, propel the boat. This is so cute. Elizabeth Lang, the wolf, exactly like the father, and he immediately agreed. After a bloody battle with monsters, more injured than expected, limited number of drugs, Sophia told Takuma to treat her first, but my grandfather was, no one is ever in danger anymore. You can heal yourself. Watch shadow of my grandfather F. Then back. Your answer is not surprising either, because that is you want. Takumi always prioritizes the injured other than yourself. Good person deserves to be preserved more than anything. So even if it means risking a small life, we also have you safe. Take the monsters to the root. Takumi delivered to Veva money, and Kaid stay. Protect everyone. Same time. Watch it. The rest of you and the others will go to the forest. A team of talent bow quickly started. When the 2 sides face off, the monsters started eating each other. It makes it difficult to understand. Finally, after throwing all of his comrades in his stomach, the only animal alive suddenly transformed into a giant, ready to dry blood with the adventurer party. He quickly called in a new army. Total assault. Shrimp delivered to everyone. He is afraid of the boss. Despite despite plunging into solo. The boss will be in danger. Little does not care about their own safety. Take the opportunity to do it yourself. But it is not just the giant body that the skill it uses also promotes VL Ra. Mei Keseo Takumi. Timely pull small to safety before the spark comes down. It was not yellow for a long time. Who expect girl? Germany knows fear. Continue to provoke the monster away from everyone and as a result launch a little spark. Follow her. Germans are not afraid of guns and want to run away. Just as it is about to come down and capture her impulsively, Mai Sao Kaede threatened to run away with fire and time thanks to Sophia's body. It is just dirt and dirt. Strength is still safe. Then ask for help. The same double sword combination of the Kuma and Sophia. Monster was made too by Young. End the battle in favor of Feta. Absolutely. Kumi is very unhappy with Sophia's behavior, so I ran to scold Cho for a slap. Wait till it is confirmed that the child is not injured. You are assured of fainting from exhaustion. The battle is over. Everyone is waiting for Kumi to recover. Then we headed back to the man. Meanwhile, two brave men. He fled to another country to be unruly. They just let it go. They are everywhere without feeling guilty. In the evening, everyone had a big dinner party. After winning, reminded by the harem, Kumi also knows how to bring food to Cho Sophia. Sad to sit in a corner. Sorry little boy for being loud that day. Kumi knew she only wanted to protect him from danger, but Sophia does not know. She is in danger. You will be sad too. Understand your feelings for each other. Care about each other of the enemy. Sophia from sadness suddenly became happy immediately. Both sides quickly heal and continue to enjoy the party. Next to everyone, the muse, sweet love. Evening to Kumi. I went to the goddess to thank her. Think about the bravery, wild action. They will surely come back for revenge. It is nothing. It always wins evil. You and I will do it all. Thank the goddess for gift. Give yourself a wonderful life. He also offered the goddess a sweet treat. I like to eat best instead of thank. Honestly, the movie is over. People see or like the video and click subscribe to the channel to support us.